All right, people, we have to warn you that it was late when we started the show, and we had a 6-pack of a pretty strong beer.
Yeah.
So as the show progresses, we get a little crazy.
Goddamn right, but isn't that all our shows?
That's just about. Right. I thought we got crazier than usual.
Need to put up is your mom listening this week or something?
Just wanted to make sure that people know what they were getting into.
Parental warning.
Just pay attention. Yeah. It starts out kind of mellow. I mean, about as wild as we usually get, and it gets crazier. So you've been warned.
That's what happens when you record in the ungodly hours.
I know. And bring in ungodly beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a good time, people.
Yeah,
enjoy.
You sons of bitches.
My man.
What is up?
What is going on? What's going on?
All I know is it's super late, and we're going to get our show on.
Oh,
we'll probably be up till about 4 in the morning.
Jesus Christ, it's late, man.
It is super late.
We are starting this after midnight.
Fudge it.
After midnight, gonna talk about some shit.
The witching hour. That's right. That's how we do things around here.
It's a bad combination too, because we're starting around 12:30.
Yep.
Midnight, and then we got this heavy ass beer. Do you like this or not? I see you.
Well, you know what? When you brought it in, I looked at it, and the first thing I saw was chocolate stout. And I was like, oh, no. It's one of them goddamn candy beers.
Corey's shit in the bottle again.
Oh, boy. It's Corey's chocolate milk with alcohol.
Oh, when you say alcohol, I mean, I actually mixed it up with alcohol.
Yeah. It's
pour some Clearasil in there.
Yeah,
Put some Nestle Quick, pour some Clearasil in it.
Some rubbing alcohol.
Put some rubbing alcohol in it.
Yeah, well, it's a nail, so, I mean, we're definitely going to feel it. But,
oh, man. Well, what happened was...
It is chocolatey.
Now, see, God damn it.
Did you not notice?
No, well, okay. When I went to go buy this, because I told co-host, I said, before I get in here, I'm gonna get some beer for us.
Right.
And you're like, yeah, go do that.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's exactly what you said. Fuck yeah. I was real calm, but like, co-host, would you like to get some beer? Fuck yeah, get some fucking beer.
Get some fucking beer tonight,
right
my
friend. You fucking asshole.
Let's do this beer.
See, we're already crazy. Now, when I went in there, there's usually this dude named Malcolm.
That's right.
Who likes to? You've seen Malcolm before?
Yeah, he's the beer connoisseur. He's that little.
That's
what I think.
That little leprechaun looking dude that helps us get beer.
Yeah.
So Malcolm wasn't there. So when I came in, this girl was like, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Oh, you know what?" I said, "Yes, you can." I said, "What's your favorite beer right now?" She's like, "Well, what are you looking for?" And I was like, "Okay, let me be honest with you. Every time I come in here." Lucky the Leprechaun is always helping me get some. No, Malcolm is always helping me get a beer. Mm-hmm. So I'm just used to coming in and asking for, the new shit.
Yeah.
And so she's like, well, I like this. After we looked around for a little bit, and I think she just fucking with me. She's like, I'm gonna fix this motherfucker. I'm gonna give him like the most chocolatey shit in here.
No shit.
And but see, when she showed it to me, she's like, I love Harpoon. This is the brand here.
Yep.
And she's like, chocolate stout. And so she's like, I have a love affair with this brewery right here. I really like their product. So I'm going to give this to you, and you tell me what you think about it. And I saw it said chocolate stout, and I said, now, is it chocolatey? I mean, right. I know it's.
I would have said, look, when I open this up, is the first thing I'm going to smell, is it going to be chocolate? Because that's the first thing I noticed as soon as I opened it. So I'm like, whoa, now that is some chocolate ass beer right there.
Now don't get me wrong, people. This is a good beer. This is a good beer.
It tastes good, but it's
chocolate. Now, see
the aftertaste. I'm not too crazy about.
This is a good beer. Harpoon. I've had some of their beers before. They make great beer. I don't want to talk shit about Harpoon.
No. Well, this is a limited edition too, so it's not like apparently they don't carry this all.
But when any kind of chocolate beer that anybody gives me, and it could be any brand. Yeah. I mean, it could be God himself has put chocolate beer in my hand and told me to taste it. Chances are it's going to taste like somebody threw up chocolate. Yeah. It's going to taste like somebody just ruined the whole.
Now you're making me not want to drink this fucking beer at all. All right.
It's got that acid taste that it can't. Look at your face right now.
Do you have Sunkist around or something? I don't know.
I bought this shit though. I'm gonna drink it. God damn it.
Yes. Well, after you just said that, it's kind of fucked up my desire to drink any more of this chocolatey ass beer, Corey.
I told her. I asked her. I said, "Is it gonna be really chocolatey?" And she's like, No, you don't even notice the chocolate. Bullshit.
She's a broad. What the hell does she know?
God
Come
damn.
on. Never ask a girl what kind of beer you want, Corey. Just say, look, I'm a man. What the guys that come here, what do they usually get?
Yeah, what do the man drink when they come in here? Yeah. Shit, you might as well
take a case of that.
You might as well just sold me a Snickers bar.
I know.
Send my ass out the door.
She's going to sell you some fucking Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, you know what? Barney, he's all drunk. Yeah. Barney, where's my fucking beer? Wilma, where's my goddamn food?
Dino's drinking it in the backyard.
No, but I was like, why don't you just take a fucking Hershey's bar and blend it with a fucking, Guinness?
Just fucking pound that shit in the top of the fucking bottle.
I'm fucking
just
deceived.
Get it right. Yeah, just pounded it right in the goddamn bottle. Why don't you?
I can drink this. I don't mind this. I like chocolate enough to where I like chocolate stout. I'll drink it. I've had a chocolate stout before.
I'm fine. I'll live.
Yeah, I'm drinking. And plus, I'm feeling good right now, so I'm gonna drink it. But let me give you some advice, people out there, for those who are old enough and do wish to drink, or for those who are just falling off the wagon and starting to drink again. If anybody suggests a chocolate stout to you and they say you can't taste the chocolate, tell them they are full of shit.
Tell them, fuck no.
Yeah.
I keep my chocolate bars, I'll keep that shit for Halloween, all right? I don't need that shit in my beer. Please. Yeah, Corey, learn something this time, man. All right, don't never buy chocolate stout, anything. Period.
Hey man, I call this an experiment.
Yeah, experiment. Oh yeah, you want to? Don't experiment when I'm around. All right.
Experimentation. You my guinea pig.
Think about your friends around here. All right?
I am thinking about my friends. Thinking about getting them chocolate stout, testing it out,
Yeah.
see what they think.
It's funny. Last week I was looking around at the beers. And I saw this beer that was like strawberry beer, and I looked at that, and the first thing I thought was, I bet you Corey would love this shit.
Yeah.
I was like, for a brief second, I almost thought about picking it up, but I'm like, no, fuck that. That could be something that will go terribly, terribly wrong, and I don't want to be responsible for that.
Yeah, on this fucking beer, they might as well put Count Chocolate on this shit.
Oh shit! I mean, fuck. What are we gonna drink next week? Some goddamn wine coolers, some fuzzy navels. Damn. Let's take this shit back to high school.
Next year we're just going. Next week you're just gonna be drinking perfume. Girl, let me tell you.
Make sure it's Britney Spears perfume. I hear that tastes the best.
It's gonna be Puff Daddy's perfume.
No. Puff Daddy.
Yo.
That motherfucker's making perfume.
I know he has a line of. I think he has perfume. I know he has a line of cologne.
Oh, he's no man. What are you talking about? Perfume?
Poof Daddy.
Poof Daddy. Oh my God, perfume daddy.
Smell like a poof.
Smell like a poof. What the fuck is the poof?
Actually, that's a derogatory gay term. I don't know how derogatory it is, but that's a gay term for guys, gay men in England.
Yeah.
Poofs.
Poofs. Yeah, I haven't heard that in so goddamn long.
Poofs. like when you touch a gay man, you see powder come off of poof. That's what they do when they disappear. Poof, they're gone.
Yeah, they're gone right into your ass.
Where'd he go?
Hey! Wait a minute.
Oh, man. So, did you watch let's move on to manly things. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
No. Actually, I did. But I caught it during, right when the Who were playing, during the halftime. That's when I went over to a friend's place and caught it, but I was so uninterested in that game for some reason. I was trying to really get into it. I couldn't care less. And I was even hoping for some decent commercials, and I didn't care for any of the commercials.
Yeah, it seems like the commercials have scaled down. I tell you, I'm sick of fucking seeing
Talking Babies.
Those Talking Babies.
I'm fucking sick of those fucking babies.
And Doritos. And you know what's really getting on my fucking nerves? GoDaddy. Those GoDaddy commercials where the girls are like, "Oh yeah, how can I be a GoDaddy girl?" And they have them take their shirts off,
and they're like, fucking And the one chick was wearing like a tank top.
Yeah, and they're like, "To find out what happened next, go to GoDaddy.com or whatever." And it's like, and at the bottom it says, "Content is not censored." And it's like, and you know what? You're gonna go there and see these girls going down on each other and making out and shit. And it's like, no, I haven't done it yet, just because on principle alone, they're not gonna fool me into doing that shit.
Don't be a sucker.
Yeah, I'm not. No, but the other thing is that. When you get there, I'm willing to bet anything that when you get there, it's nothing.
I bet it's nothing because you know what? I've never heard anybody go to that fucking website ever. I only hear about it when the Super Bowl's on, and I'm always wondering, like, what the fuck is this GoDaddy? Who gives a shit? And why are these commercials so fucking lame? You know? Yeah. Like when I saw the chick taking off her top, I was like, really? That's all you got? I mean, you're telling me to go to the internet, but there's something called porn on the internet. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, GoDaddy, but it's pretty easy to find. I can just type in girl and I can get all kinds of chicks eating themselves out and all kinds of craziness.
Yeah, I don't need you to sell me a product by teasing me with sex and in a tame environment like the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, when I think of the Super Bowl and them getting wild, I think about when Janet Jackson. When a tit fell out,
the last time when TV had balls.
Yeah, when a tit just came off and fell on the floor.
No,
isn't that what happened?
When Justin Timberlake tried to rape her.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Justin Timberlake licked it back up and stuck it back on, and everybody threw a fit about it. So right. Whenever I think about the Super Bowl, I think of like, okay, nothing's risque here. Mm-hmm. So if you're trying to sell me on a fucking risque, GoDaddy.com, go fuck yourself. Yeah, anything that you can give me, I can find better on the internet, which is where you're sending me.
Yeah, no shit.
I find better porn than what you do with GoDaddy.
Go find some fucking porn. That's what it should have been called. Yeah. If you're watching this, we're taking you to the internet. Go find some real fucking porn, for crying out loud. No, that commercial annoyed the shit out of me. I was like, who are you making this commercial for? Fucking Corey's mom? I mean, really? Come on, what the fuck? This is like some G-rated bullshit.
My mom would watch that shit too. Corey, you see that GoDaddy commercial?
That's so hot.
What you think gonna happen next? Yeah. I think they gonna go have drinks with each other, and have a good time.
I think she's gonna bust out with them anal beads. I just know it.
I wish my mom would say something like that.
I'd be shocked if your mom knew what anal beads were.
Corey, I think they gonna go have dinner. That's nice, man. And then use their fingers on each other. What? Yeah. Huh? My mom has said some nasty things to me before. Like my mom is like really sensitive about cursing. Mm-hmm. And about sex and violence. I mean, she's in that age now where she's acting like, oh, I can't take this. But I remember my mom had a foul mouth. I remember my mom used to cuss me out all the time.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah, my mom used to say all kind of things to me. Yeah. I mean, I remember one morning, I made my mom upset, mm-hmm. and my mom used to hate when I was being silly.
Uh-huh.
And if anybody who knows us by now knows like
silly fuck.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking silly. And I remember my mom. She got mad at me one morning because I was running late for school, and so I finally was about to leave the door, mm-hmm. and I kind of wanted to cheer my mom up because I wanted her to be happy. I wanted to leave her. She was upset, so I turned around, and looked at her, and I was like, "Well, madam, I bid you good." And before I could finish, my mom looks at me. She's like, "Get your goddamn ass out this house!" I was like, whoa. Okay.
Oh, wow. All right. Sure, Mom. You motherfucker.
Yeah, get your motherfucking ass out this.
Corey Coleman, go upstairs and pull out my big black dildo so I can slap your fucking face.
Mom, what the
hell? And then I want you to get out my anal beads so I can whip your fucking
hang you from the ceiling with them.
Whip your ass like Kunta Kinte.
I'm gonna stick them up your ass first. That's what they use for.
Jesus.
No, my mom used to. One of the things that my mom used to get me with is when she would use explicit language to describe genitalia. Genitalia. And I'm being clean right here because just to set it up.
You mean pussy?
Yes, that's because my mom said that one time. I remember.
Oh, really?
I was seeing some girl and my mom didn't like her. And my mom is.
Wait, how old were you when this happened?
Oh, probably about 19, 20.
When I was 30.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yes,
when I was living with my mom. Brought home a girl.
Oh, this morning.
She using explicit language on me.
No. I brought on this girl. My mom didn't like her.
Uh-huh.
I mean, she did something about her she didn't like.
Mm-hmm.
And
she was white.
Get that honky out my house.
You bring them crazy crackers home.
Get that crack out of here. For us, that's explicit language. Get that honky out my house. No.
She's homeless. She's white.
No, it was actually a Hispanic girl.
Oh.
But no, it wasn't because of that. My mom, my mom likes anybody.
Right.
I can bring home a fucking Martian that was purple. My mom be happy. My mom thought I wasn't. My mom thought I was nerdy and wasn't seeing girls at one time.
She loves your brother, and he's the craziest.
He's the craziest
he's
thing.
The craziest of crazy.
After that, anything goes.
Yeah.
But I brought this girl home. My mom didn't like it. I told my mom. So I was like, we're talking on the phone. Mm-hmm. Mom asked me how this girl was. I'm like, Mom, this girl's tripping. She's acting crazy. I'm about to I don't know what I'm gonna do. This girl, she's driving me out of my mind. And my mom, out of the blue, just said, "Honey, what? I don't know what you're putting up with that for." There's plenty of pussy out there for you to get. And I was like, whoa. Okay. Well, you're not exactly Oprah today. So.
There's plenty more pussy in the sea.
I was like, holy shit, And my mom used to talk like that all the. I mean, she still does today every now and then. Like, she'll get on the rolls. Like, she tries to act all prim and proper. She'll go on roll and she'll be like, shit. Motherfucker acting crazy.
Corey, I bet you that girl's pussy ain't even tight. What? Mom, whoa.
Look, come on, Mom, please.
Mom, this Thanksgiving.
I'm just telling you.
This is Christmas. I'm trying to open up my presents.
Oh, Jesus, man. My mom is nasty. I remember my mom, and I was like about 25, 26. And I had ended up sleeping with one of my best friends who I'd grown up with, and she stayed at the house.
What?
And my mom knew.
Okay.
Like we weren't.
Oh, you scared me for a second. All I heard is you slept with one of your best friends. I was like, who? Leon?
No.
What are you talking about?
No.
Okay.
Adrian Vegas. You remember him?
No, oh, no.
No. It was a girl. I'm not going to say her name.
Yeah.
We were still very close today.
Still friends, all right.
Yeah, of course. They were very good friends. But, you just, there's a point where you just cross that line.
Shit happens.
And she was, and she stayed at the house. And I thought my mom thought her and I were just kind of like, first of all, my mom has a tendency to just walk in the roroom.
Yeah.
She's
well, if it's in her house, yeah. Well,
she don't even walk in the fucking room though. That's all, So she walked in when we would sleep, and we were in the bed together. And I know my mom. I thought I heard somebody come in. I couldn't tell what it was. I was tired, man. And after I wore that ass out, I was tired. And so my mom walked in through the room. And I think I heard her. I didn't know if she had come through or not. And so my friend told me later. She's like, "Yeah, that was your mom that walked in." I said, "Well, how do you know?" Because I heard her talking to my sister. And I said, "Talking to your sister about what?" She's talking about you and I.
Oh,
and I said, shit. Well, oh shit. I said, well, what did she say? Was she upset or something? She's like, no. She's like, it's about time somebody went there and broke that boy's balls.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm like, fuck, man. What'd you think about me, Mom?
Thank God he's not gay.
Nothing against gay people. Look, my mom is the friendliest.
No, I think that's everyone's mom.
My mom has had so many gay men coming through the house. She's just taken care of. I mean,
what?
Well, we were a gay whorehouse at one time. So no. My mom is helpful. My mom has helped a lot of people. Mm-hmm. My mom has helped drug addicts. Mm-hmm. My mom has helped, You know what? You saying that explains a whole lot now, Corey. Yeah. Okay. Now you see, a lot of people think I'm a selfish asshole. No. I'm out there doing charity for people I should not be doing charity for. No. I get myself in trouble with this shit. It comes from my mom. It was like we had a fucking homeless shelter coming through there sometimes. I mean, oh my God. I mean, I can tell you stories, man. I bet. We adopted a mother and her son because my brother was going out with this woman. This woman was like a recovering drug addict. Yeah. Her son was like, he ended up, later on in life, he ended up killing his wife and going to jail. So I won't even say his name, but the guy's in jail for life. Yeah. And I kind of grew up with this kid, and because my mom had them come over and just live on the weekends. No shit. Yeah, and she helped this woman get back on her feet, and this woman's doing well. Right. Kid is in lockdown for the rest of his life, but we had situations like that. Like, are they staying here? Yeah. Fucking animals we could adopt and all kind of shit, man. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was really like my mom was very charitable. My mom was. She did not judge anyone. She did not judge anyone. Yeah. I mean, and she also like today, she's still taking dinners to the elderly. Mm-hmm. I think she's doing like AIDS charity work, and I'm so, there's been a lot of gay people who have come, like a lot of it's been gay men that have just come to the house, are sick and have AIDS, and my mom has just helped them out, Really? And no. Boy. And so, my mom mom had a lot of, gay people she's helped out. Now, the thing is that she thought I was gay at one time. She went through two things, and she either thought I was like gay. And, at that time, parents aren't prepared for that. My mom said, she even told me one time, she's like, baby, look, whatever you are, I'm going to love you no matter what. Because she thought Jimmy and I were gay. I know. Yeah, Jimmy told me that at one point. I started laughing. I was like, really? By the way, people, welcome to Let's Do This. So you know what? Welcome to the show. Welcome, Let's Do This. Before we can move any further, we do have an agenda for the show. We'll come back to this, but let me tell you what's going to happen on the show. We are going to talk about the mentoring of Superman.
Yes.
You know what we're talking about if you've heard the news.
Big news today.
Yeah, the Superman franchise is going to be rebooted, and they have somebody who thinks they know what they're doing because they've had a lot of good luck.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't even say a lot of good luck. They just know what they're doing when it comes to the superhero genre.
They're trying. They're doing their best not to fuck things up.
And they called they called the expert in.
Yes.
And we're going to talk about that. Who's going to mentor the Superman franchise? There was, speaking of the Super Bowl, there was a commercial that came on that is centers on a very, very gorgeous woman. Yeah. Except for apparently one particular part of her body.
One part of her body that is stirring up all kinds of controversy.
Yeah.
Only because there's some misleading as far as that commercial goes.
That's so funny to me. Yeah. We're going to talk about some Ghostbusters news.
Yeah, Ghostbusters news.
You told me something kind of crazy with that, and it kind of took me back to Ghostbusters 2, some things that they're talking about here. And then we're going to talk about the next level, the next thing in furries. Yeah. Something you just showed me just now that is crazy.
It's fucking crazy.
No, it is fucking nuts, man. But anyway, my mom, coming back to this, my mom thought I was, she thought I was either gay because, that's what happened. Me and Jimmy went to Houston to hang out with my brother and my mom. And so Jimmy and I were just going to go hang out in Houston. We had a place to stay where my brother and my mom was staying. And my brother, God damn it, my brother was just, he'll let one thing enter his mind and it'll start as a joke. Right. And then he'll start getting serious with it. He's like, cause he just, I'm his little brother. He was picking on me and Jimmy. He was just like, hey, shit, you guys look like y'all fucking together walking up here and everything. And I'm like, that's funny, man. All right, okay, whatever. And then later that night, when Jimmy and I went to go hang out, this asshole went and told my mom that Jimmy and I had gone to a gay club.
Oh, no shit. Yeah, I think I heard about it. Yeah, you guys went to a gay. Well, no, your brother had stated that he was making up stories.
Yeah, my brother was just making up shit. Just ran with an idea that was just planning in his head. It started out as a joke.
Yeah, your brother's one of those guys who he'll start believing his own bullshit that he'll make up on the spot. He'll actually start to believe it. He'll start developing a story around.
Oh yeah, what started out as Jimmy and I looked like we were a gay couple. Started as a joke. Yeah. Turned into Jimmy and I are a gay couple. Yeah. Now, Jimmy and I come back from hanging out that night, going out to eat. I think we went to a bar, club or something, just hanging out, man. We come back, and my mom had been awake. I could tell she was waiting on us because we walked in. My mom's like, hey, what y'all doing? Y'all all right? They're like, yeah, Mom, we all right. Where y'all been? It's not even being subtle about it. She's trying to be, it's
an interrogation.
But the interrogation, when you interrogate somebody, it's like you're trying to be smart and just let them kind of feed the information to you. Right.
Hopefully you'll stumble and say something that
you give yourself away. Yeah. They just keep asking questions until you give yourself away. But my mom went straight from the interrogation to accusation. She's like, so where were y'all tonight? And we were like, we just went to go get something to eat and hang out in Houston. And Mark said y'all went to a gay club. Y'all gay?
You guys gay? You guys?
I was just like, nah. It's not the fact that you call me gay that has me upset. It's the fact that you just, you just let Mark say anything to you, and then you ran with it, and you just believed it. I was like, and I was like,
Did you tell you realize your son is crazy, right?
I don't know how that's making Jimmy feel. I mean, it's like you're accusing Jimmy of having some liaison with me. I'm like, you know what? We're leaving. And we left. We left that night. I told Jimmy, fuck this, man. We leaving.
Oh, no shit.
We went back to,
oh, no, I'm sure that was no good.
That was no good.
Was like, he's pissed off. I was making fun of his boyfriend.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Lord. Oh, please. I didn't mean to do it.
I love you, baby. I don't care.
That's the way I stormed out. Well, I never.
I don't care if you're taking the butt. I don't care.
Harumph. I'm going back to Austin. Thank you very much. So we went back, and my mom even told me, she was talking to me, and she's like, but what y'all leave for? And I was like, well, you're making these accusations, and you're really not making my friend feel very comfortable. And she's like, look, baby, I don't want you to get upset. Now, whatever you are, that's what you can be, okay? And I was just like, we accept you for whatever. And I was just like,
you're like the army. Be all you can be.
Be all you can. If you're going to be gay, be all the gay you can be. I was just like, holy shit, my mom thinks I'm
gay.
She really thinks I'm gay. And I was like, and at this point, it was just like, I'm not, now that I know you can accept it and you're cool with it,
Yeah.
You know, you believe what you want, but I'm telling you I'm not. I don't want to have to defend myself too much because I don't want you to think that I'm like acting like some homophobe right now.
Yeah,
all right.
right.
You know, so
Yeah.
you know, think what you want to.
Right.
I don't care.
No.
So yeah.
I'm sure Jimmy was laughing.
No, Jimmy was laughing.
He was just like, yeah, this whole household is crazy. I don't know why I came here, but
Jimmy, yeah,
he had a good time. I remember he said he had a fun time just hearing your brother, just being amused by your brother, just his insanity. But yeah, he did mention that.
I mean, my brother,
oh,
my brother's like, boy, we're going to get all the racial slurs and all the gay talk out there and everything because I remember my brother was talking about my nephew. My nephew was like, he must have been like about 4 years old at the time. Mm-hmm. And he was being a kid. He was walking in some shorts and put his boots on and was walking through the house. You know, he was dressed funny, but he was, you know, he's 4 years old.
Yeah. Daisy Dukes and some cowboy boots. No.
He's gay, I can tell. No. But he was walking through and my brother looked at this 4-year-old kid and said while the kid was like there, like, look at this nigga here.
Sheriff just walked in.
And that's what my brother said. He's like, this nigga look like he's about to walk the streets for money right now. Look at this nigga here. And I was like, and Jimmy just laughing because Jimmy's like, oh my God. He's like, is nothing sacred in this house.
No one is safe. No. From the tormenting of your brother. Well, look at him, Midnight Cowboy himself.
Yeah. This nigga look like Midnight Cowboy.
that brother got a tan. Little sheriff.
Oh man!
Oh my God! Yeah.
No. People, don't.
I look forward to hanging out with your family.
Yeah, no, it's funny, man. No. We've had all kind of people come to the house. Like I said, like I said, people don't get offended because we make jokes about everything, and I know people sometimes get very sensitive about the gay things we say. But I grew up with like gay people coming through the house like it's a fucking gay club, you know.
That makes a lot of sense now, Corey. Thinking about
there you
that.
go.
Yeah. Hey, Corey, you wanna go outside and play some catch?
Well, and I got to be careful what I say because I grew up in a neighborhood I grew up with everything. I mean, I grew up with thugs. Yeah. I grew up with rich people. Grew up with white, black, in between. Yeah. And when I say in between, I'm talking about gay people. I grew up with, like I say, here's the other thing. We grew up, here's where people get really sensitive about it. I told people about this, we grew up in a neighborhood where there was about like 4 mentally handicapped people, a couple of them with Down syndrome, and we just treated them like they were just part of the neighborhood. It was like we had everything coming to the fucking house. Yeah. Speaking of charity, I mean, again, me trying to go out and do something good. I've been taking this kid, you know, just been picking him up every now and then, taking him to eat and hanging out with him a little bit. He's 16 years old. Now, anybody, you know, from this site, like, we don't really talk down to kids. We don't try to, like, we don't try to use, you know, we don't try to censor ourselves around kids or anything like that. At least
I try not to think about it because if I did, I'd be like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah. No, I don't go and act like, you know, I don't state everything in front of this kid who's 16, but this kid has seen everything. Probably seen more than I have.
Oh, I bet.
And
he can do that with the internet.
Yeah. His father, just dumb. Yeah. I mean, just told me himself. He's like, when I met his dad, like, I'm not a very smart man. And you can tell because this kid's father, his mouth looks like a swamp. Mm-hmm. Like, you got to be not that. You got to be kind of dumb to let your teeth get this bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He fucking opened his mouth like Swamp Thing and shit. Yeah, so the dad's left and, you know, and the mom is, if you ask me, the mom she's nice, but she just kind of.
She's slow too?
I'm not going to say she's slow. She just kind of just anything goes.
Oblivious to everything around her.
I get the feeling that she's just kind of oblivious, you know. And the kid has a brother. The brother seems all right, but this kid, I'm not going to say his name, but he's, I don't know, man. He just he needs somebody to set him on a good path right now.
Some kind of path.
Some kind of path. Anything.
Where'd you meet this kid?
When I went and talked to a school, somebody recommended I talk to this kid, and this kid just, start calling me and look, like when we hang out, I mean, I'm not trying to be his dad, I'm not trying to be his brother. I'm just whatever he wants to talk about, listen.
Yeah.
And so I take him out to eat, just let him know that somebody's there, if he wants to talk about things. So he tells me everything. He uses all kind of language in front of me. He doesn't say I'm hanging out with my big brother or my mentor or anything. He says I'm hanging out with my homeboy, we're going to get some to eat. So he treats me like a friend. So he tells me everything.
Yeah.
He's told me about a girl he's 16. He's hanging out with this girl who's 20. Mm-hmm. This girl has told him, now I don't know if this is true or not, but he's telling me this. He said, this girl says, any of your friends who want to have sex with me, get them together, bring them over to this location, and I'll split the money with you.
What?
So basically, the way he opened it up was, he said, I'm a pimp. And I was like, yeah, you're a pimp. He's like, no, really, I'm a pimp. I was like, what are you, like, you selling little girls or something? He's like, no, she's 20, man. She let people have sex with her for money. She split the money with me for the people that I find for her. And I was like,
what? Oh, shit.
I was like, well, Michael, Oh, I said his name. Well, anyway, ain't nobody going to know his name. I was like, well, hey, look, man, that's something that you might not want to develop into a habit. I mean, just this girl doesn't sound very healthy. And, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not telling you what to do, but hey, just be careful with that. All right.
And should have told I would have told him, stay the fuck away from that. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, no, I was trying to tell him in a nice way, because when you get forced when say, hey man, the people react differently. It's just like you just lay it down. It's like, hey man, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
You really think about what you're doing.
So I take him to watch the Super Bowl. We end up at this restaurant, and while we're in there, we're next to this guy. Now, this guy ended up being real cool. There's some dude. Now, this kid, he's half white, half black, but he looks black for the most part. We walk in, and he starts talking to this white guy that's next to us. And I don't want him to look like some little stereotype. But,
what?
But yeah, because I don't want to come across as, stereotype of what people see as black people. Because he walks in, here's how he walks in. He walks in with a hoodie on.
Yeah.
With his shades on.
Okay.
I don't tell him to take it off or anything. We're in a bar. I let him sit there. But then I'm talking to this guy. This guy starts talking to me, and then he starts picking his phone up to show me this girl. And I was like, Michael. I was like, I'm talking to this man here. Put the phone down.
Yeah.
And, be polite. Yeah. And so then the guy starts talking to him. The guy's real cool. He's like, oh, you see, you got a girlfriend right there. And he's like, leaning back in that chair. Yeah, I got a few of them. And I'm like, Michael, take the fucking hood off and take the glasses off. It's not sunny in here. It's nighttime. And look at this man in the eye when he's talking to you.
Wow. Okay. So, yeah. And he was cool with that?
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, the kid he has a tendency to be violent, but he doesn't do that with me at all,
Okay, because he obviously respects you.
Yeah, no, I give him respect too.
If for anybody else,
he would have been like, he would have fuck you.
Put a foot in your ass.
Yeah, you would have been over the bar in a minute,
Shit.
Fuck you. But no, he talks to the guy and he tells the guy. He's like, yeah, I got a lot of girls. I used to be a pimp at one time. Michael,
oh shit!
I just had to pull him aside. It's like, Michael, you know what, man? Seriously, that's not something you want to brag about, especially to adults. I mean, I know how. I don't care how cool they are. You don't want to. That's nothing to be proud of, man.
Right.
You can't.
People start, wondering what you're up to, and you don't need that kind of attention.
Jesus Christ, yeah. And then I'm hanging out with him, and he's talking about my pimp, and I'm like,
and you're hanging out with him. Yeah,
you should have seen that guy
hanging out with a 16-year-old kid.
Yeah, and the guy was cool. Yeah. The guy was real cool. He started laughing about it. He looked at me, and I was like, he's funny, ain't he?
Yeah, he's like,
yeah, Michael, come here.
Now, who is this guy hanging out with you?
Yeah.
Who is this? Is he like the pimp big daddy?
I'm the pimp behind the pimp.
Yeah.
Behind the pimp.
Pimp McPimpster?
Yeah. Pimpin' McBitchslap is the name.
Well, you're a lot nicer than I am. I would have told him, what the fuck are you doing with a hoodie? It's goddamn, you're in Austin, Texas, dude. That's
the thing.
80 degrees right now.
It was cold that night. Now he comes in with a hoodie, but wearing fucking shorts.
You look like an extra in the thing.
With his ass hanging all out, I was like, wow, man. What, like an extra in the thing?
You got your sunglasses on? Man, who are you, Poof Daddy?
Poof Daddy? But yeah, this kid, man, he's been
he's a kid, man. That's 16 for you, right?
He's looking for an image, man. But he's you just had nobody ever sit down and tell him, like, hey, man.
That's stupid.
Yeah, come on. God damn.
Yeah, come on, man. And, but that's true. No, but you're right. He is 16. He's plus every kid out. Yeah, there's kids out there dressing fucking way worse than that. And
I don't mess with him too much because he gives me a sweet deal on that chick. You know, so yeah, he cuts me a deal. You know,
I'm sure you. Let me check out that chick, huh?
Yeah,
let me look at her on your iPhone.
Hey man, how much time would it take just to pull in a room and talk to her for a little bit? No. I like to counsel her.
I want to talk some sense to her.
Yeah.
With my pants off.
Talk to her with my penis.
She's 20 years old.
Apparently that's the only thing she understands. Yeah. You know, I gotta open up to her language first.
Did you actually get to see this girl? Did he have a picture of her?
No.
I'm kind of curious what a 20-year-old prostitute.
He did have a picture of a girl who was in bed and her nipples were hanging out of her. And I'm just like, Michael,
you don't need that on your phone.
And that's the thing. Like,
when you're a kid, if you got that on your phone, that's like fucking Christmas right there.
He's trying to get me to go hang out with him, and like we're gonna go see my homegirl at McDonald's. She gonna give us the hookup. I'm just like,
I would have said, you know what? Stop right there. I'm gonna take out a piece of paper, write down what you just said, and repeat that. You repeat that 5 times to me, and I'm sure at some point you'll realize how ridiculous that sounds.
No, man, we ate like kings. What you talking about? We went over there, got the hookup. I had a Big Mac.
What are you doing eating that clown food?
Yeah, I was Mayor Mac Cheese for the evening. Hey, girl, what you doing tonight?
Oh my God, the mayor's gonna fucking throw you in the pen, bringing pimps to goddamn
McDonald's.
Not even though that's like good 8% of their clientele.
Yeah. Shit, Ronald McDonald's a pimp. What you talking about?
Hoes eating fries.
Yeah,
Ho fries.
Who else can get away with dressing like that? Clowns and pimps.
No shit.
Ronald has it wrapped up in one. He's a hamburger pimp.
No shit. Hamburglar pimp. Jesus Christ, man. Well, hey, man, good for you for trying to talk.
Hey,
to the youth. Yeah.
Trying.
I don't know if it'll filter through. But.
Ooh, boy. Anyway, man, you want to get this show started?
Yeah, let's do it.
An hour later,
I'm still wrapping my head around your young ward there.
My young ward.
Yeah.
I'm trying, man. You know, it'd be funny if he actually turned me out.
Yeah. Oh no, if he start pimping you out.
He starts pimping me out. Yeah, you see me on the bridge one day. Yeah. It's Cole, let's get out of here. Michael's coming back.
What? What the hell's wrong with you?
Michael, no, really. Yeah. He was going to pay. No, please.
Where's my money, Corey? Yeah.
I got your money, man.
I was like, hey, you mind doing that again so I can film that? I'd like to put it on my page.
I swear, Michael, I was working.
Oh, God. Shut up, bitch.
Doing talking to machines out here and robots and things.
Yeah. But you talk about this movie I'm making, bitch.
All right, man. Anyway, hey,
yes. Anyway.
All right, so. Man, we tell you what the agenda of the show is going to be, and we just getting started.
We are.
Full of chocolate stout, telling you what it's all about.
Chocolatey goodness.
Boy, that's the theme of the show tonight, pimps and chocolate stout.
Fuck yeah, there you go.
So, man, I'm ready to get things started. How about you?
I'm fucking ready to get things started, man. Let's do this already.
All right, then.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Oh, wait a minute. Look who's here.
Oh, no, it's Goatsy. He's here to catch the 310 to bullshit. Oh, my God.
Oh, shit. Look, he got a little pimp outfit on, too. Look at him.
Right. He must have been hanging out with your buddies.
Yeah, my buddy there. Where you get that hat from?
Yeah.
And where you get those big clown shoes from? From Ronald McDonald? All right, Goatsy is here, people. And he's ready to rock out with his little pimp suit on. All right, I'm ready.
You're ready.
You're ready. This pimp over here is ready. Let's do this! Oh, shit. Right. Wait, Ghost, go ahead. I got your money right here. Please. Oh, shit. I told you, Daddy. I was working.
He's about to kick you with his goldfish boots.
Yeah. Hey, you got those little goat teeth.
Yeah.
One of them, the little gold tooth. Yeah. Got the little goat underbite.
Oh my God. He's sipping from his fucking pimp mug.
Yeah, got a little G gold chain on.
Yeah. It's pimp goblet there.
G for getting my money, bitch. Pick me up a Big Mac on the way. Oh boy, man. Okay. Woo. A lot of people.
What an intro.
A lot of people. It's been a long time we've explained the origin of Goatsy.
Origin time.
Just real quick. Somebody said we should call the name of we were looking for a name for the show. We made people naming all kind of stuff we said, little sound bites that we came up with, and one of those sound bites was I think you had said I'm a goat and I eat my own milk.
Right.
Where that came from, I don't know, but you said it, and somebody said that should be the name of the show. And for some reason, Goatsy came out of that.
Goatsy was born,
born
every time the hellfire of that statement.
Yeah, every time we played our theme here, get to the chopper, we started saying, you're the one that started saying, "Goat, look, here comes Goatsy."
Yeah, here comes Goatsy with his electric twanger.
And Goatsy's been here ever since.
And yes, that's right.
And you know what? That is the official alternate name of the show. I'm a goat and I eat my own milk. I think you meant to say I'm a goat and I drink my own milk, and you just said I eat my own milk by mistake. It was late.
God knows half the shit that spews out of my mouth, but I think I did say eat because I was. I
want to know who put half that shit in your mouth that you're spewing out. I think Michael has a client for you.
No, yeah, oh yeah, oh, God. Oh my God, I'm scared. Calm down there.
Oh my God. Now, you gave me a lot of stuff to talk about tonight that we could mention tonight.
I try, brother.
Yeah, you came in with a lot of good things here. Let's talk about this first.
Yeah.
Let's get into some movie stuff here. Actually, we're going to talk about a lot of movie stuff tonight. But let me see if I can pull up the story here. So it turns out that they're finally going to reboot Superman.
Yeah, that's the word, and it's apparently an official announcement, I believe, through Warner Brothers, and they said that they plan on rebooting the franchise, and this time they want it to be under the supervision of
Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan, yes, the director of Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. So when I read that, I was like, wait a minute, because when I read something like that, I'm like, that sounds so good, it has to be bullshit. I can't buy it. But when I started reading it on other sites that it was official, I was like, okay, wow, this could be a very cool thing. And
it could be.
Yeah.
Well, here's the official story from Deadline Hollywood. Deadline Hollywood is reporting that director Christopher Nolan has been assigned to try to save the Superman franchise. Try to save it. And when they say save, everybody's like, well, what needs saving? It's Superman. Superman's all right. Yeah. Well, I know what they mean by saving here. In this case, in a mentoring capacity to figure out the best way to proceed, director Bryan Singer helmed the last installment, Superman Returns, 3.5 years ago, which grossed $391. I'm sorry.
What?
If it doesn't need saving, $391 million worldwide, but wasn't seen as a hit due to its reported $270 million budget. That movie cost $270 million?
Yep.
The fuck? Where did all that money go?
3D. A good part of it was shot in 3D.
Because I was about to.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, as far as the salary for Kevin Spacey, maybe that took a big chunk out of it too, but who knows? Who knows?
I had to
Special
admit,
effects, I mean.
I had to admit, when I saw that movie, I was like, if anything, this movie seems a little lax on the special effects.
Oh, but you know what? There was like a whole sequence that they cut out involving Superman in the beginning
that cost $200 million.
Well, it was a scene where he was flying in the spaceship to Krypton, trying to find out, trying to see if there was anything really left of Krypton, and it was a big sequence that apparently was cut out where they had sets of the ship. They had a big set of the ship that he took to Krypton, and they even had his gray Superman costume that you actually do see when he crashes in front of the Kent farm.
But that couldn't have cost.
I have no idea.
Budget.
Yeah,
I mean, especially,
I have no idea. But it was
somebody at Warner Brothers would have been like, "That's the most expensive part of the movie. You keep that shit in. I don't care how you take anything out of it. Take Lois Lane out, but you keeping this shit right here."
Who knows, man? But I mean that sequence, God knows how much that might have cost, along with the 3D that I believe was shot in IMAX.
Okay, the 3D was in IMAX, and I could see how that could punch up the budget, but
when you look at it, who knows, man.
Well, here's what they're saying about the film's history here. Since then, various names have been mentioned as possible candidates to get Superman back to the screen, such as Mark Millar, Brett Ratner, and McG.
The last three names that have been floating around ever since they've been talking about a reboot.
There was even Tim Burton's name floating around before they even had the other Superman, the new one that came out recently,
which you can find
not even recently, 3.5 years ago.
That was when that was longer than that, but yeah, you can even find production work on YouTube involving Tim Burton's Superman.
Oh, Superman,
which looked just ridiculously
stupid.
Yeah,
yeah, no, it looked horrible. No. And I remember Tim Burton talking about, that was the time that they were talking about getting Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage, yeah, and they even have there's a YouTube video where you can even see Nicolas Cage. I don't know if it's actually him or if it's some kind of Photoshop they did with Nicolas Cage with like long hair wearing the Superman suit, but it looked fucking.
Wasn't it like they wanted him to have like a see-through suit and all this kind of stuff, something like that?
No, I think originally it was supposed to be a black suit and the S was supposed to be silver. And at least from what I read, the S on the chest was supposed to be like a weapon as well, like a flying
boomerang or
like a flying boomerang, yeah, like a flying shuriken. Except it's the Superman S, but thank God that shit never happened. And then of course I think later on the next group that was attached was McG, and I can't remember if he was attached with J.J. Abrams that had the script where. Lex Luthor was from Krypton, and there's a big war on Krypton.
Yeah.
And apparently Krypton never exploded, but Superman was basically, rocketed to Earth, only to as he grew up to realize that Krypton was still around, and I think that's part of the story involved him either going back to Krypton to confront Lex Luthor, who was almost like a General Zod type character. But
I remember hearing about that script. I haven't heard about this in a while. I remember hearing about the script like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I just remember thinking that's fucking ridiculous.
No, it was fucking ridiculous. They put out those Elseworld comics for DC.
Yeah, he was supposed to go back and fight like an army of other Superman.
Yeah,
it was just like, you know what? Maybe I don't know. Maybe if we had a history of Superman movies and this was a good alternate film or something, but
don't call it Superman though, because I'm like, that's not Superman. Don't call it that. And the thing is, they had some production work where it looked like. The production work almost looked like something from the Star Wars franchise, because I think when the rumors were going on about that, while it was in production, it was around the same time the Star Wars movies were out, and you can just tell there was so much influence from Star Wars based on that production art. And
that's bad enough right there.
Yeah, it's like stop.
It says the latest news to come out of the two recent developments: the restructuring of Warner Brothers' relationship with DC Comics into a new company called DC Entertainment, and the looming deadline, and this is why they're saying, I guess, to save the franchise.
Right.
The looming deadline of the estates of Superman's creators, James Siegel and Joe Shuster, gaining back the entire copyright for the character in 2013.
Right. And it's funny that I thought that deadline already happened. As to why I haven't heard why anyone hasn't heard that much of a Superman film, because I heard that once the rights go back to them, I don't know how that's going to work. If Warner Brothers, once it goes back to them, what does that mean as far as any future Superman film projects? I don't even know if that even goes into television as well. But it sounded like Warner Brothers at the time when that news broke out about that case, that they were really trying hard. To get any Superman project out before that deadline, which only scares me, because I'm like, oh shit, they have a deadline, so to me that means that they're going to rush something out just to have a property out there.
And by the way, these are the guys that created Superman. It's going back to their estate, not to them, because these guys are dead.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
I mean they're both dead, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah. The creators of Superman. Oh yeah, they're way dead.
Yeah, they're way dead. So it's going back to their estate. Whoever's over that estate is going to probably get the rights back to Superman, and so Warner Brothers needs to hurry up and produce a film. Now, and so it says here it's unclear how far Nolan's role as a mentor might stretch. He could be offering suggestions on the direction, or he may be actively involved in picking the director, writers, and casting for the reboot. So right now it's one of those things where they just put it out and everybody's guessing what Christopher Nolan's going to do.
Exactly.
So I was guessing he's going to try and make it real with Superman's going to be not even from another planet.
Yeah.
It's going to be from another country.
Well, with Bryan Singer's, I thought as far as the tone of Metropolis, I thought they got that down pretty well. But as far, I've said this before, Christopher Nolan and Bryan Singer, Bryan Singer was riffing off Richard Donner's Superman.
Yeah, Superman.
He wanted it to be part of
that thing was a love letter to that first Superman movie, the Christopher Reeve Superman movie, and that's why I was disappointed with that movie. I really want to like it. Didn't want to say shit about the movie, but I was like, you know, and the more I thought about it, because I came out kind of trying to be positive. I was like, oh, Superman. I want to. Who doesn't want to like Superman? I was like, the more I thought about it, I was like, I've seen this before. You know, and
you're right. You're absolutely right.
And I'm telling you, we've had this discussion before on another Let's Do This, but I'm sick of Lex Luthor being the main villain.
You and the rest of the world.
Yeah.
But the only problem I see with that is that Lex Luthor is Superman's villain. So I do think he has to be there in some kind of capacity. If they had a story, you know, if you don't want to do Lex Luthor, at least establish him as being the person who built Metropolis.
I just don't want Christopher Nolan to make him like a dude who's not from Krypton. He's from a country called, you know, like some Eastern European country, Kryptonia, just to make it realistic, you know, Cryptalia or something.
Right.
And he comes in, he's not a guy who can fly. He's a guy with like jet boots. You know,
they're not gonna.
And I go, you know,
he didn't do that with Batman, so
he made Batman realistic. So now he's gonna make Superman realistic. You know,
Batman's not from Detroit, so I don't think he's gonna.
But Batman, you know, he made Batman realistic. So I'm just hoping that you know, like Superman, he's a guy who's super because he actually has a cool ass super suit or something.
Make Superman badass. Make him show all his abilities, his powers. Show how he kind of has to hold back on his powers because he doesn't want to fucking kill everyone that he confronts. But you know, it's
that's the thing. You know, if they do something like Superman, I mean, I think the thing that Christopher Nolan, what he did with the Dark Knight, is that he concentrated on the characters. I mean, these. It's not because it was more realistic is the reason why it worked. I mean, it's because they had moments in that movie where they weren't trying to be a superhero film.
Right.
They weren't trying to be an overhyped big budget summer film. They were trying to be a drama. Yeah. And the drama actually worked. I remember there's a scene. Anybody who's seen The Dark Knight, if you haven't, you should watch the movie for little subtle scenes like this. The scenes that really worked for me were the ones where they weren't trying to be a superhero film. There's a scene where Christian Bale and Michael Caine, and Michael Caine is Alfred. Christian Bale, of course, is Bruce Wayne / Batman. You know, this is when Batman's, you know, Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne is thinking about giving himself up to be, you know, revealing that he's Batman, so he can save the city. And there's this this real quiet moment, and it's a charming exchange between him and Alfred, Michael Caine. They're just walking along. He's like, I forgot what I think.
Where he's like, where Christian Bale is like,
he's telling him.
He's like, well, you're right, Alfred. You told me so. He's like, you're right. I did tell you so.
Yeah, and then he turns to Alfred and he's like, hey, you know, I'm gonna tell everybody it was your idea.
It was your idea.
Yeah, and it's a scene that shows him his film just right because as they're talking, you can tell that their world's about to crumble if they go through with this. But they're walking and they don't cut. They just show those two walking in the distance. The light is going out in their I guess a bat basement or whatever it is. And they're getting on this envelope and this elevator, and you just see their silhouette after all the lights go out and the elevator's going up, and they're still, they're just kind of sharing this moment before they have to give themselves up. And it's not the scenes where they're flying around and doing all. And there's even scenes with the Joker where it's like where he's having these like real scenes.
You know what? The interrogation scene like fucking gave me goosebumps because that scene right there alone, that scene and the scene where Batman has the Joker hanging upside down, where they're talking to each other.
Yeah.
Where the Joker's basically telling me, I have a feeling that you and I are going to be doing this for a very long time. I was like, you know what? That's basically encompasses the relationship that these two have, especially in the scene of the interrogation where Joker is telling Batman, stop trying to be like these other guys. You're not them, okay? You and I are cut from this very same cloth, basically. It's
and that's what's cool about that interrogation scene. It's like it's not Joker being like crazy. It's not Joker being wild. It's like there's a guy who's actually probably tapped into something, and and he's talking to him, in a very dramatic scene. I mean, just he might be in clown makeup, but it's not anything clownish about that.
But
scene.
It works, and it works on a level to where a casual viewer who's never seen or read anything about Batman can soak that in and get right there what their relationship is. And and the thing is, it caters to the non-fan and it caters to the big fan in us all with a scene like that, because we are very aware of Batman and the Joker's relationship, and exactly like watching The Dark Knight was like, this is where the Joker begins. And to me, when you read all the comics, it's like that's their future that's their future adventures, you know, down the road, that you can pick up a comic and you can go, oh wow, you know, that they set it up to where that was an origin with the Joker and Batman meeting for the very first time.
Yeah,
and I love that.
And I think that if Christopher Nolan brings anything to this, I mean, everybody thinks that Christopher Nolan's probably going to come in and he give all these like elaborate action scenes and whatnot. I think the most that he'll probably bring to something like this, he's like, look, you gotta treat these characters with sincerity, and you gotta treat them like people, and you're gonna have to have these scenes where it's not all about fights, action, special effects. You got to have these scenes in here where it's about subtlety, it's about acting, it's about drama, it's about making these people set up relationships that seem real and human, and making us believe in this world because they seem like real people. You know, I mean, there's nothing. I think you'll tell somebody, don't make this cartoonish. Don't make this overblown. You know, let the special effects and the action will speak for itself.
You know, you don't even have to tell anybody. You can just tell them.
No, some people need to be told.
Well, no. I mean, that's true. Well, as far as saying something like that, I would say, look, you know what? You already have one Superman movie that worked. You know, sure, it's a bit dated, but there are scenes in there that still work. You know, like magic, for crying out loud. In the Richard Donner film, especially the intimate moments with Clark and his mom on the farm. You know, and just seeing them interact, the relationship that he had with his dad before he died. I mean, the small pep talk that, you know, his Superman's adopted father had with him was so like endearing. And when, you know, his father died, it's like, you know, it was on a level where I was like, wow, watching that scene was like, wow, this is some like great filmmaking. And if I just like caught this just on TV, not knowing it was Superman or anything, I'd be like, wow, this is really interesting what's going on here. And it played out like a great film, you know?
You know, when we say like when they're rebooting Spider-Man, I'm thinking like, you know something? If you criticize Sam Raimi's, you know, the first Spider-Man and the second Spider-Man, everybody lets you criticize the third. You know, you get a pass with that. But if you criticize the first two, a lot of people jump down your back. And that's fine with me because I've had some criticism for that movie ever since the first one came out. And the reason why is that, it's not even criticism. I took the movie for what it was. I was like, you know something? It's a good movie. I really like the second one. I think the second one has some really good scenes in there. More along the line of drama that I was looking for. But when I watched the first one, I was like, you know, I gotta take it as a different movie because it's not Superman. It's not, you know, for all the scenes of drama that they have in here, especially the one where Uncle Ben tells Peter Parker, hey, you know, with great power comes great responsibility. I never felt that sense of drama or humanity that I felt like in something like Superman. And when I look back at Spider-Man today, I don't see it. I don't see it in something like either The Dark Knight or Batman Begins. So that's why I don't mind a reboot of that. And I think if they do a reboot of this Superman, they're going to have to keep that in mind. You know, Superman's he's a guy that can fly. You can't destroy him. He's practically, you know, he's indestructible. I mean, you're going to have to what you have to do is just make him human.
Yeah. And the thing is, with a character like Superman, and I've said this a billion times, like everyone has their own interpretation of Superman and how he should be. I read somebody commenting on one of the articles, to where, how come nobody can get Superman? Superman is easy. All he is a guy who flies around and beats things up. And I'm like, I'm sure a good majority of people think that, you know.
Well, if you're not careful, that's what he is.
He's like the Hulk. You know, he just runs around and beat things up.
Well, to a lot of people, you know, if you're not careful, that's what he is. And Superman is, for all intents and purposes, if you don't write him the right way, you know, of course, the way people have described him that often is that he's an overgrown, big Boy Scout.
Big Boy Scout.
And so it's hard to, like, with the way Superman was created, because Superman was created as kind of a shallow character. You know, I mean, he wasn't an indestructible guy.
You know, what's funny is I love watching the show Smallville, which they recently had a JSA episode, which was pretty badass. That we were talking about the small moments with characters interacting with each other that play almost a bigger part than the action ever could. You know, that show, that movie, that TV movie had some great moments with scenes like that, which is why I appreciate it. And that was actually written by Jeff Johns, who's been writing like the new Superman reboot. As far as he's the guy who pretty much right now is bringing Superman to the forefront, is back to comics again, and the Green Lantern, the Blackest Night. The Blackest Night. Just like writing like that. it's something that's very much needed. I mean, with Christopher Nolan, with this news is Christopher Nolan being almost like a supervisor, DC has actually talked about Jeff Johns, who's writing the Green Lantern. I think he is going to be overseeing the new Flash movie they're talking about, as well as the Green Lantern movie that they're doing right now, which I think is great because those guys understand and get those characters. You know, they've proven themselves in their storytelling that these characters are more than just their gimmicks. And it's good that DC is finally paying attention to these comic book writers who work on these characters. I mean, they spend hours and days writing these characters, and you know, people get into it. They buy these comic books like crazy because there's something about these characters that they fall in love with.
I've often said, why don't they get more of the writers who actually write the comics instead of screenwriters that do it?
Yeah. Because, screenwriters, I mean, they just announced that I think the screenwriter, oh shit, now I'm blanking out. Okay, they're talking about rebooting Daredevil. I don't know if you've heard about this.
Shit, they're rebooting every fucking thing, man. I mean, you know what? Why don't you just say it's a clean slate? It would start a whole, every superhero movie that's been made, fucking rebooted.
Yeah, well,
everything.
Well, the thing is, they announced that
I heard they're rebooting Captain America. That's not even out yet.
Yeah. But the thing is that they're rebooting Daredevil, and they want to get the screenwriter to Carlisle's favorite film, The Day the Earth Stood Still. The screenwriter who wrote that, they're going to get him to write Daredevil, apparently. That's the news. And just hearing that, I'm like, you know what, if you're going to get somebody to write it, at least why don't you ask one of the comic book guys who's been writing that character for years, like, let's say, Frank Miller, Sin City wasn't all that bad. You know, he that was a pretty decent translation of that book. Get somebody to go, okay, yeah, this is what Daredevil would do. This is what he doesn't do, Get somebody on that level. And with DC doing it, I'm actually glad, So this news is just, it was great hearing. I was really happy when I read the announcement. So.
Well, now we sound like Leog up here.
I know. We can go on. Hey, believe me, I can keep going on and on about. So I can have like a whole 5-hour episode about Superman. But
no, I know. I
don't want to do that. I don't even want to hear that.
I know how much you love Superman.
Yeah, I love Superman, and Batman will always be my two favorite characters of all time. So
I love those characters too. I mean, I'm definitely not as educated on those characters as you are. Anybody these days, like, I don't know who's fucking writing Superman these days. I read comic books that people give me,
Right. So, right.
But I'm happy to hear that Christopher Nolan is actually coming in and trying to give some advice on the Superman movie, because I've been really disappointed with the Superman movies that have come out. I mean, you remember?
Well, there's only been one.
No. Those Superman movies that came out after 2.
Oh, well, yeah, 3 and 4, yeah. And we've talked about that.
See, this is the problem, crazy. I mean, this is you get some people who write for comic books that think that just because it's a comic that they can do anything.
Right.
Remember they did a fucking Superman movie. I think it was 4. Is that the one he was fighting like Nuclear Man?
Yeah.
And they now we're not okay. I don't know what people are thinking here. This I found it insulting.
Now remember, that movie was distributed
by Canon.
Yeah.
But it still had Christopher Reeves. It still was a Superman movie. Yeah. And I don't care who distributed it. I don't care if 5 people saw it. It's the fact that somebody wrote a script and thought that they could put it out there and not be insulting to anybody's intelligence. Right. Look, I know it's a comic book. I know it's Superman, but we all know we're not dumb. We all know that if you take somebody out of the atmosphere of this planet, not only will they suffocate, they'll probably the eyeballs will probably fall out and everything else. Yeah. They'll burn trying to leave the atmosphere. And not only did Superman take a chick off of Earth, but he took her to the moon.
Yeah.
And that chick had no trouble breathing.
Yeah,
was just fun. They had no explanation on how she was alive.
Nuclear Man actually kidnapped that girl, took her into outer space for some reason. Superman saw her. The guy threw her into space. Superman grabbed her and flies back. And I'm like thinking, this girl would have just frozen up. God knows what. Her eyeballs would have exploded.
I mean, I'm feeling stupid sitting up here trying to make sense of this. It's like, okay,
burned up in the atmosphere while Superman's holding her.
we see astronauts all the time.
Yeah,
we know that they wear suits.
Yeah.
To go to outer space.
Corey, it's Superman. Come on, dude.
Yeah, it's Superman. He can do that. Not just ain't super chick though. She couldn't do that.
Yeah, he put a super suit, an invisible super suit around her. That's exactly.
Well, that
what
must have been a deleted scene because I didn't see that shit. I'm just upset because I'm like, wow, man. Oh, I mean, just because it's a comic book, somebody said, "Oh, we don't have to follow not just the rules of comics. We don't have to follow the rules of physics,
no.
space,
no,
anything. We can just do anything. I mean, that's just shitty, poor, lazy, disrespectful writing to me.
Yeah, it was fucking retarded.
We're gonna have contempt for our audience enough to just have them buy that we can just pull this chick into space, and then they know the excuse will be like, you'd be like, hey man, when she die, hey man, it's a comic. But when astronauts have to wear it's a comic.
I remember seeing that fucking movie on cable, and at the time after seeing Superman 3, I was like, oh god, okay. Even when I was an 8-bit punk, I was like, obviously they don't give a shit about this character anymore. This is not Superman 1 or 2.
It's a studio decision.
Yeah.
For some reason, Richard Pryor was in Superman 3 as a villain. Mm-hmm. I mean. Okay, not a hardcore villain. He was kind of a guy who kind of like just got wrapped up in something.
He was just the wrong place at the wrong time. He just happened to be a genius.
But he was one of the threats in the movie for a while, and it's like Richard. Okay, first of all, it's Richard Pryor. I mean, even if Richard Pryor is distracting in this movie.
And the movie was banking on Richard Pryor because Richard Pryor was, at that time, he was huge. He was a moneymaker.
He was huge. So they say, why not throw Richard Pryor in there? Like, but he had, don't you think he would have nothing? No, it'll be funny. Richard Pryor would draw people to see this.
We can't get Eddie Murphy, so we're going to get Richard Pryor.
Eddie Murphy wasn't around at the time. Unless they wanted to get Eddie Murphy when he was like 2 or something.
I think he was still on SNL.
Yeah. But so then they get Eddie Murphy, who's a distraction. Eddie Murphy. They get Richard Pryor as a distraction. Then they make Richard Pryor a computer genius. Mm-hmm. And it's like, anybody knows this Negro, and a lot of people do. He's a comedian who has a history of drugs. And there's nothing computer literate about this motherfucker.
He talks about it all the time in his stand-up. Yeah.
I'm sorry. We don't. At least you could put glasses on him or something. Maybe halfway. But
you know how we have hot chicks these days, like being scientists. Like back then, Richard Pryor was the hot chick scientist.
Oh yeah.
And it just made no sense.
Like in that, what was that James Bond movie where they got Denise Richards to be a physicist, and we just like
that was a James Bond film, yeah.
Yeah, it was. I forgot the name.
I can't remember the name. It wasn't worth remembering, dude.
And I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And so Richard Pryor was coming out being a scientist, and then it's like
he was a computer.
Computer genius, and I'm like, I would really appreciate if you got somebody we could at least believe.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's gonna buy this shit. And then the movie just ended up being lousy.
Yeah, it was lousy. And the sad fact is that I said this before, that Richard Donner had originally envisioned it as a trilogy, I believe, and the third one was supposed to involve Brainiac. And I think like the leftovers of the script or whatever, with that big machine at the very end.
So Richard Pryor created Brainiac?
Yeah. I don't think in Richard Donner's script, but who knows, man. Hey, did you ever get to see the Donner's cut of Superman?
No.
Okay, I know a lot of people. Some people don't like it. I actually enjoy it because I think there's a great scene as far as characters interacting. There's some great moments in there with Marlon Brando and Christopher Reeve in the Fortress of Solitude that you should check out.
Oh, here's what I hear.
I'll bring it over sometime. But no, Superman 4. You know what? I realized that movie was going to be shit when I noticed Ducky from Pretty in Pink when he was in the movie. He was Lex Luthor's nephew.
Oh,
he was the guy who's like he was the valley guy.
2.5 Men now. I forgot his name.
Yeah. I can't remember the actor's name, but yeah, he's in 2.5 Men. But
John Cryer.
John Cryer played Lex Luthor's nephew. And he's like, oh no, dude, he sounds just like you, Uncle Lex.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
All right. Anyway, now during the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Motorola commercial that played. You told me about
this. I caught. Yeah, there's a Motorola commercial that played, and it was a telephone commercial involving Megan Fox in a hot tub. Where she looked fucking hot in this hot tub. But there's a scene where you see her side swiping the screen on the phone that she's using with her thumb.
Let me look at this.
Yeah, look at it real quick.
Let me take a look at this before we go any further. Because apparently there's a controversy about Megan Fox and a part of her body when she goes to swipe this phone. So let me just take a look at it, and because you've seen it already, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I have not. Okay. As stated before, I have not seen the commercial. I'm gonna watch it, see what the big deal is. Now, like I said, this is one of Megan Fox's body parts. As a big deal is about that, and apparently it was noticed in this commercial. So let me see.
This little guy from Motorola has Moto Blur. He pulls all of my important...
Okay, so far so good. She's in a bathtub, she's naked.
She's looking hot. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so she picks up a phone, swipes his phone, and
stuff, and lets me update.
And we have it paused.
Yeah,
we see that it's not a toe thumb.
I wonder what would happen if I were to send this out. Timmy, what are you doing?
No, that I was just...
Okay, apparently when Megan Fox sends out a picture of herself, this is a dumb commercial. I'm just stopping it because she sends out a picture of herself around the world, and apparently she's so hot that she
starts the apocalypse. Then Lex Luthor shoots off the fucking missile.
Yeah, there's a dude in the missile site. He accidentally presses the wrong button because he's paying attention to Megan Fox, and it blows up the world.
And Superman has to stop Megan Fox's toe thumb.
Well, that's the thing. Megan Fox, people are saying, has this condition with her thumb.
It's a hereditary condition. I can't remember the name of it.
Well, let me just
look it up.
Let me read the article right here. Okay, it says Megan Fox is an even bigger star after starring in her first Super Bowl commercial. This one from Motorola. If you haven't seen it, the Super Bowl commercial has Megan Fox playing herself in an outdoor tub. Why the fuck is she outdoors in a bathtub anyway?
Because that's just what you do when you're Megan Fox.
What kind of country shit is that?
When you're rich, Corey, you can buy that kind of shit, all right?
Jed Clampett, Beverly Hillbillies, Ellie Mae type shit is this?
You can buy yourself a hot tub and fill it with Kool-Aid when you're rich, Corey, all right?
I guess so. You're Megan Fox. Nobody gives a shit. It'd be funny. You know, if Megan Fox is taking a bath outside, where are the fucking guys peeping over the fence looking at her?
Yeah. You mean all the kids like your buddy?
Yeah. Trying to pimp her out?
Yeah.
You want to see Megan Fox naked? $20. She taking a bath. Operating the phone with her toe thumb. She uses her thumb to work a Motorola phone and wonders what would happen if she sent out a picture of herself using the phone's Moto Blur feature. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that is. But anyway, it says, but some contend...
Wait, it's called Moto Blur?
Moto Blur.
Apparently that shit works because it made fucking Megan Fox's toe thumb look normal. Moto Blur.
That shit blurred. Wow. It blurred reality.
Yeah, I'm going to buy that.
Yeah, it makes your hand look better. Yeah. But some contend the thumb in the video does not belong to Megan Fox. This blog, Peanut Chicken, has the explanation. It seems that the Peanut Chicken is a blog from somebody. I don't know. It says, it seems that Megan Fox has a condition known as brachydactyly. She has broccoli thumb.
Broccoli.
She has brick and brack. She got broccoli thumb. That's what I'm gonna call it.
She got brack thumbs.
She got brontosaurus thumb. Her thumb was like a big brontosaurus foot. The condition of having two short fingers and toes. Now, Megan Fox's thumb is again in the news because of the Motorola commercial she did. Apparently, there was a thumb switch that happened. What I mean by this is that someone else's hand, this is what they say in that site, and that's not me saying. What I mean by this is that someone else's hand was used in the close-up shot of the Motorola phone as it is being used. Watch the video below and see the commercial. See if you notice the thumb switch. There are also still pictures below the video, that is, which clearly shows a sexy thumb, which does not look like Megan Fox's thumb.
Which they meant to say, which does not look like Megan Fox's fucking horrendous looking monster goddamn thumb.
Deformed Frankenstein Quasimodo thumb.
Elephant man fucking thumb. that thumb, she needs to put a burlap sack over that thumb.
And do a puppet show. Yeah. I am not an animal. I am a human thumb. Why you make me say that shit? Because you know, if Megan Fox,
dude,
if she came up to us and
no doubt about it,
I'd do her thumb. Okay, I'd have sex with her thumb.
Yeah,
I don't know. All these guys, you were telling me before, like all these guys are coming and making fun of her, like, fuck you, you deformed bitch.
Yeah, you deformed monster. Yeah, I'm sure. Everyone who obviously would no way in this lifetime ever get with Megan Fox is like just loving the fact that she's deformed with her thumb. They're like singing. You know, when I was at the Super Bowl party, this guy was like, "Oh look, it's Megan Thumb and her fucked up thumb. That shit looks like a toe, dog.
And you tell him, and you be the first one to try and fuck her.
Right?
If she came in the room, you'd be the first one with your tongue on the floor.
No shit. I was like, no, you would be the first guy to have her put that thumb right up your ass. Dude.
Exactly, and love it.
Exactly.
You'd be
writing blogs about that all day long.
Yeah, and you be telling everybody, hey, Megan Fox's deformed thumb was up my ass, man, and it was hot.
That's right. That's how I do things.
Yeah, I loved it.
I'm kinky like that.
And that thumb is not okay. You know what? I didn't look at it the wrong way because the first time I saw that thumb, because I've seen this before. See,
you've seen it? Okay.
I've seen. Yeah, I saw this a long time ago. They were talking about this, her and her thumb.
Really?
And and it was like, well, it's when I think the first Transformers movie came out, or maybe it was the second one. I wasn't sure, but somebody made a big story about her thumb, and then they did this close up of it. I didn't know if it was true or not, and so I guess it is.
Yeah,
I thought somebody was just fucking around. I didn't do any research to make sure that it was real. And look, the thing is, everybody knows about it, but nobody talks about it. Everybody talks about Megan Fox. They don't give a damn about her thumb. And I tell you what, that thumb, when I saw it, I said, I hope that shit is real because it makes it seem like I got a shot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like if she turns you down, well, at least I ain't got no toe thumb.
Yeah, you can talk shit to her. Yeah, first it makes you seem like, oh, well, she's got a flaw. I got a shot. She's self-conscious about it. I can come in and kind of make her feel good about herself. And she does turn you down, but bitch, fuck you, your deformed thumb.
Yeah, fuck
Get
that
a new thumb, bitch.
Yeah, put a burlap sack on that bitch.
Yeah. I'm gonna go out and find a girl with thumbs. How about that?
Yeah.
Real thumbs.
Oh my god. Well, I didn't know about it until Jason from Leog, Jason Murphy,
told you about it.
We were talking about Megan Fox, and he's like, "Now she has like a fucked up thumb, right?" I was like, "What are you talking about? She has a toe thumb." I was like, "What bullshit?" So I went and checked it out on the internet, and when I saw it, I was like, oh, fuck. It was like, for a brief second, I was like, no, damn you guys. I mean, you might as well have told me she had a dick or something. I'm like, no. It's funny because when I read that article, when I looked up that picture, I scrolled down and I saw a picture of Darth Vader screaming, no. Some guy posted a picture of Darth Vader doing that. I was like, oh, this is terrible. No. But after that, I've always felt kind of bad for her because it's like, every fucking fat, deformed idiot out there is just loving the fact that she has some imperfection, and they love like going on these comments and writing and and blogging about that.
I don't feel bad for her, and you know why?
I'm like,
because
God damn.
Because if I was Megan Fox, I'd be laughing because I said these guys. If I came in their room right now. Yeah. They'd be all over.
Oh, fuck yeah. In a heartbeat.
They're just mad because they can't have all this. And I'd be pointing my thumb to this and this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They'd be lucky to get this fucking thumb.
Oh, shit. I was like, what she needs to do is just fucking release a picture of her just fucking butt-ass naked. And that's the last you'll ever hear of her. That's the last time you'll see pictures of her fucking toe thumb.
I can give a goddamn about... I don't care if she has... Yeah. It makes me wonder, like, on her feet, do you think she has a thumb for a big toe?
A thumb for a what? I hope not. But you don't have like those goddamn chimpanzee feet like that.
I mean, what if she's all messed up? Like we really haven't gone that far yet. She takes off her shoes and she's climbing the fucking walls like a chimpanzee.
Hey, you know what? I'd fuck her.
I would still fuck her.
I'd fuck her on the ceiling.
Yeah. I would say, pull me up there.
Carry me away, baby.
Make mad monkey love to me.
Let's go. Let's do this shit Tarzan style.
She could have a tail.
If I saw a monkey that looked like Megan Fox, I'd fuck it.
Yes.
I'd fuck it. Yeah.
How's that?
Oh, wow.
Give me some Planet of the Apes shit any day that looks like that.
Well, you be seeing me at the red carpet with my monkey. Oh, my God. I would not care.
She'd run around throwing shit at people. And like, hey, man, but she's great in bed.
Hey, it's true monkey love.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm with that.
Yeah. Go look for a Valentine's with a monkey on it. Give that shit to her. He's a banana, baby. There's a banana in your card.
Don't monkey around with my heart.
Oh, God. God damn it, Corey.
You drive me bananas. That's what your Valentine's Day gonna say.
Oh, my God, yeah.
And then you open up, it's like some smeared monkey shit on there.
The fucking a heart-shaped piece of shit. Yeah. Oh, baby. That's so sexy.
I love you.
I rub you. Damn. Anyway,
Man,
yeah, that's making news, Corey.
Meanwhile, there's people dying in the Afghanistan war, and we worried about this fucking thumb.
Yeah.
This thumb is getting more attention than our fallen troops in Afghanistan. Did you see
tonight's
news? 20 soldiers were killed in an ambush.
Hold on, Corey. Hold on. Check out this commercial here.
Breaking news here.
Holy shit! What the hell? That's a stunt thumb.
Megan Fox's thumb was not used in the Motorola commercial during the Super Bowl.
What?
My God!
What the hell? Gee willikers.
The hell with the troops. This is a travesty here, this fake thumb.
I got the blogs about that shit.
Now, it is, I think it's true, man. I mean, I don't, like, let's see.
No, it is true.
No, I'm
not her thumb.
I'm trying to see. Like, looking at the commercial here.
Motorola has Moto Blur. He pulls all of my important stuff.
It's funny, too, because, look, had this not been mentioned, nobody would notice that fucking thumb. No one would know. But now that it's mentioned, you can see that thumb of hers is a little fatter.
Moto Blur. He pulls all of my
than that thumb that's used.
Right, yeah.
It's like all of a sudden that thumb lost weight.
Yeah. That thumb was on Jenny Craig. You know what? She needs to be in the next installment of the Thumb Wars series or whatever.
She'd win.
Yeah.
That big old dinosaur of a thumb she get.
That thumb will play Jabba the Hutt.
That thumb just walks into the arena.
Have you seen that bullshit? Have you seen that bullshit? Thumb Wars?
On Nickelodeon?
No. There's like a DVD series called Thumb Wars. And they even had it.
It's like thumbs with mouths on
thumbs
them.
with mouths on them, and they even did like a bat thumb. And
yes,
I
I've
caught
seen
that
this.
shit at some party. Somebody was playing it at a party, and it was so fucking retarded.
No, it's of course. I mean,
stupid ass gimmick.
It's for kids though.
Is it for kids? Are you sure?
Because I think I saw it on Nickelodeon.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so it was like, I thought it was cute. You know, it's for kids.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't anything
I thought
serious.
it was like for adults. I was like, what is this? What the fuck are we watching here? Who made this
No,
bullshit?
it's just some dumb adult friend of yours that bought it and showed it to you.
He's like, look, this is hilarious. I'm like, no, it's not funny, man. So this is like for kids. That's exactly what I thought.
I don't know what that says about your friend.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's a retard.
Hey, man, you want to watch Thumb Wars?
No.
Okay, dude, I got to go home. Come on, man.
I may have been hanging out with somebody your mom was helping at some point.
Shit, my mom probably gave it to him. I think that kid came to my house when I was a kid.
Here you go, honey. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, here you go. Thumb Wars. Even though I would love to see if Megan Fox's thumb would make an appearance.
Yeah, cameo.
Coming in limping. Her thumb plays Quasimodo.
Thumb Fox.
Her thumb's on top of a fucking cathedral. Sanctuary, sanctuary. She's got humpback thumb. The hunchback of Megan Fox's thumb.
It's an elephant man. The elephant.
She's got John Merrick disease on the thumb.
I know.
But no, man.
She's beautiful. Hey, fuck.
Man, look, yeah, no,
I would
she can
date
care
her.
less
I'd
what
date her
anybody
in a
says, and I
heartbeat.
can care less what anybody says about her thumb.
Fuck everybody.
Yeah, fuck that. Even though that ain't her thumb in that commercial.
No, that's not her thumb, my friend. No,
funny.
I'm telling you, we need to write a blog about that.
Yeah,
shit.
no, that's right. We should write a blog about the person whose hand that is.
Yeah,
it's like that hand does not belong.
We should track that shit down.
Yeah. That fucking hand belongs to some like deformed chick. She's got a beautiful hand. It's reverse.
Oh, shit. Somebody call Inspector Gadget.
That hand does belong to Jabba the Hutt. Motorola.
It's like that thumb belongs to a camel.
Yeah. Wait a minute. That hand is not attached to Megan Fox. That's a beautiful hand. Yeah. That's not attached to a beautiful woman.
Yeah. So you find out it's the thumb of that one British chick. The what's her name? The Benny Hill looking chick. What's her name, Corey? With the beautiful angelic voice.
Put me on the fucking spot. I can't even remember that chick. Jabba the singer. I don't know.
Oh my god.
What is that chick's name?
Now I'm trying to think. Oh shit.
Like any of us know.
Yeah, I never paid attention.
I mean, I was gonna try and look it up.
So somebody will.
Yeah, somebody
yell
tell
at
us
and say, "You dumb fucks."
Yeah.
Hey, I got a correction real quick. Speaking of fucking up things, remember last week I was talking about we were talking about the fucking drunk motherfucker who I said he was in
Super Troopers.
He wasn't in Super Troopers.
He was not. That was Brian Cox.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've seen Super Troopers, and I was just up there like, yeah.
But I was like, he looks just like him though. I was Googling pictures of him, and I was like, this motherfucker looks like he could be like his brother. Shit.
No,
sorry.
I remember when people were writing in and saying that, and I was just like, you know what? We make mistakes.
Fuck up. Hey, we're bullshit.
Yeah, we're bullshit. Yeah, that's our excuse. Hey, hey, we never said we weren't full of shit. We told you from the beginning. Bullshit.
I'm the guy that finds out the answer, and then I go back to my test and I erase the shit. And before I turn, I'm like, oh, I fucked up. I gotta fix that shit real quick. Here you go. You should just whenever we do that, you need to call me so we can come back and we can edit. It sounds like a complete edit. Anyway, it's, Brian Cox. Yeah. Real quick, Brian Cox.
Yeah, you about to say it? Yeah, and that guy that was in Super Troopers.
Brian Cox.
Yeah. Brian Cox.
Brian Cox. Edit.
Yeah, that guy was in Super Troopers. Brian Cox.
I want to write in the comments. I knew that.
Yeah, I was testing you guys.
Yeah.
See if you knew.
I was tired.
And you guys passed with flying colors. You caught me. You guys are too smart for me.
I know, right? I always love that's Nate. Nate's always catching us on shit.
Oh, he's always catching us.
Oh, you motherfuckers can't pronounce shit for shit. You can't even pronounce shit right.
I remember. I love Nate. Nate.
No, I love that guy.
Nate
too.
is great, man. Nate is one of my favorite people. Not just me, but one of my favorite people. Nate. But I got pissed when he corrected me on something. Because I said Moog. We were talking about 80s, and I said Moog, and he's like, actually, it's pronounced smog.
Yeah. It's like, not to make you feel stupid, but this happens a lot.
Fuck you.
This is a common error in people who can't speak well.
Don't feel stupid as you sound.
Yeah.
It's a common error among the dipshits out
the
there.
The time signature and everything. Library, not library.
He always catches me with that. Brary. Like, fuck you. Like, how about that? How pronouncing that? Fuck you.
I love that. He's like, I don't want to be that guy. It's like,
well, guess what? You are that fucking guy.
You are that. You are him.
All right, you've been him.
You've been him for years. Yeah,
I mean, I was correcting us. Yeah, people. Nate is a member on the site. He's one of our best members. He comes in. He listens awesome. To everything. I think he's next to Fungus Monkey as far as commenting.
Yeah, I know. Him, I was like, I know Fungus Monkey has a job.
Yeah, you know he
comments
works
on everything.
He works here.
Yeah, he does.
I always didn't comment. I'm like, is this fool fucking working? He's supposed to be working. He's up to comment.
I know.
And I was like if it was just one comment, I'd be like, okay, I'm cool with that. But he writes these fucking novels.
I know, you're right.
I'm like,
well, I don't know what he's doing, but he's
like, ain't no
that
way.
Motherfucker is writing.
Yeah, I'm thinking about. I was like, ain't no way he can be getting work done and writing a fucking novel for a comment.
I always want to write back to him like more animation, less writing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I always want to write to him. Get your fucking ass back to work. What the fuck you doing?
Don't worry, I do that anyway, Corey. I try.
What you doing?
Those guys are hilarious.
He's a great guy, man. He's actually he's top notch working, man.
Yeah, he is.
No,
hey, he's done some great shit, man. Anyway, enough ass kissing, but
I know. Yeah, get back to I know because I know he's about to write something right now. Fungus man, get your fucking ass back to work.
Get your ass to work.
Yeah. Get off the keyboard
before I fucking smash your goddamn thumb and make it look like Megan Fox.
I'm gonna get your thumb. I'm gonna put it in the vice. I'm gonna squish it. Make it look like Megan Fox's thumb. Oh man, let's see what we got here. You were telling me. Mm-hmm. In Ghostbusters 3.
Yep. Big news today. News yesterday.
Well, you were telling me that yesterday meaning like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, 2 hours.
You were telling me that Bill Murray wants to be a ghost in that movie?
Yeah. He said he's willing to do Ghostbusters 3 if they kill him in the first reel and have him just be a ghost. Now, I don't know if it's throughout the whole movie or what, but yeah, he wants to be a ghost in it. And I don't know if that was an announcement saying, okay, yeah, I'm going to be in Ghost in Ghostbusters 3, but I think Sigourney Weaver originally had hinted at the fact that he was going to be in the film.
Yeah.
Because I think for a while people were unsure if he was actually going to be in it or not. So,
well, let's see here.
Yeah, read the article.
It says here, this is a MTV Movies blog.
which, by the way, has a kick-ass new logo.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk. Wow, it does. We'll talk about that a little bit, too.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
This fucking chocolate stout, I think it's getting us.
Yeah, no shit.
Because we're just grinning and laughing like nothing, man.
We need to put this in our cocoa ruse later this morning.
I think that's the
It started
chocolate
it started like 6 in the morning, I think. Yeah, we'll be having this with our cocoa ruse.
There's really no easy way to report on this without giving up a spoiler.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I think I just gave it away. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was a spoiler. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I would say spoiler alert, but it's too late. I'm not re-editing this shit. So, if you've been following Ghostbusters 3 news, then this is more of an update on a previously reported spoiler. In December, Ghostbusters veteran Sigourney Weaver, who I think looks great for her age, man.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I would nail her.
She could still play Ripley, for crying out loud.
And I bet her thumbs aren't deformed. We're gonna leave this girl alone.
Yeah,
Megan Fox, I think she's gorgeous. All right,
she's beautiful.
Yeah. Sigourney Weaver told us that she had heard star Bill Murray would make an unusual return in the coming sequel. You can see it for yourself right here. Don't watch, or keep reading for that matter, if you want to stay spoiler free. You want to hear what she has to say?
Yes.
Okay, we'll let Sigourney Weaver do the talking here.
Yeah.
All right. Ms. Weaver, what you got to say about this shit? Hello?
No.
Hello?
She left.
she just turned away and walked off. Fuck this. You ain't gonna talk about my thumbs.
Yes. And was this taken out of context or something? But someone asked you the other day, and you mentioned that perhaps Bill was coming back as a ghost.
I don't know. I mean, he could come back as a sort of Slimer character.
Is that conjecture, or do you know?
I don't know. I haven't read the script. They're sending me the script.
Oh, really?
I guess my little son Oscar, who was kidnapped, is a Ghostbuster, which makes me very proud.
Yeah.
And so Ivan called me the other day. Ivan Reitman, the director, and said he would love me to take a look at it. So in a few weeks I'll actually know what it is. Although I probably won't be able to talk about it.
I don't mean shit. That didn't tell us nothing.
Well, that doesn't tell us anything, but the word that came out today was from Bill Murray himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we have it on our goddamn website.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, we do. Okay. On the front page. I know you're looking through it.
I don't go to that shit.
Who reads that news?
Yeah, who goes to that website?
That news bores me.
What the fuck is on there? There's a bunch of fucking cartoon morons on there.
Half that shit ain't even true.
Yeah. Where is that shit? Wait a minute.
It should be on the front page.
God damn it.
What? It's there.
It's gone now.
There's no way. I saw it like before I left.
You did?
Yep. Unless they took it down because maybe it is a spoiler. I don't know.
I'm looking for it.
But yeah, I mean, I could tell you what it said.
Okay, well let me see if I can find this because
but basically, yeah, it did say that. Yeah, he would come back as long as he's killed in the first reel, and he comes back as a ghost.
Did you see this 2 weeks ago or something?
No, this was like today. Because they mentioned the interview with Sigourney Weaver talking about him coming back.
Okay,
and
let me read this article right here. Murray doesn't actually say much, but it's straight confirmation. He will indeed be back in Ghostbusters 3, but as a spirit. The news comes from an interview he gave to UK outlet the Daily. Is it the Daily Mail or the Daily Mail? It's a little hard to see where there's an I and L. The Daily Mail, yeah. A range of topics are covered, but the newsiest bit is his comment about reprising his iconic Peter Venkman role. Now, this is what Bill Murray says. It's in quotations here. I said to them, "I'll do it if you kill me off in the first reel," he said. So now they're going to have me as a ghost in the film. So, and this is MTV again. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, Murray is going to be playing a dead man. And while the thought of a phantom Venkman serving as a sort of otherworldly guru jokester is amusing, it also means we probably won't be seeing him answer any calls or pursue his longtime love interest, Dana Barrett, i.e. Sigourney Weaver. We've known for a while now that a new class would be stepping up to play with the proton packs, this is the clearest hint yet that the old guard will take on more of a secondary role in the story. Okay, so
okay. But apparently, now I don't know if it's in that article, but what I read is that further along in the article, he talks about how he thought Ghostbusters 2 was full of shit. So apparently,
well, let me see if he says that here because I thought Ghostbusters 2 was full of shit.
I hated Ghostbusters 2.
I hated that.
The only part I liked was when they were hanging out. With those
here he
kids.
goes. He says, Murray. Okay, let's see. While this isn't news, it's hard for a fan to hear. Those first two Ghostbusters movies are classics precisely because of the hilarious foursome in their center, Murray. And it says Murray might not be such a fan of the sequel, and this is what he says. The second one was disappointing because the special effects guys took over. I had something like 2 scenes, and they're the only funny ones in the movie. He told the Mail. But it has a share of supporters. No, come on, that movie's full of shit. All right? Even Bill Murray. So you heard it from Bill Murray himself.
Right, I know, and he's absolutely right because, like I said, the only scene I loved in that movie that made perfect sense to me as to why they shouldn't have done a Ghostbusters 2 was the scene where the Ghostbusters went to go do a birthday party, and they're singing the Ghostbusters theme, and like. It's something strange living in your room. Who are you gonna call? And then all of a sudden, all the kids go, He-Man! And I'm like, that's right, because who gives a shit about Ghostbusters right now? Yeah, it's a little too late. Yeah, they're all old.
Well, it was funny, man, because they made that sequel just to get a sequel out.
Yeah,
I mean, they knew that they had a franchise and they wanted to get it rolling, and they just forced that sequel.
Yeah,
I mean,
it did. Yeah, it was definitely forced.
Because in that movie. They weren't as clever.
No, it was
a jokes as they were.
It was a rehash of the first movie. That's what I thought.
Yes, it was a rehash, except for worse jokes, a worse villain.
Yep.
Vito. That was the villain's name in there.
Fuck if I remember. The guy with the 5 head.
Something like that.
The barbarian looking guy.
The only thing I like about that movie is I remember the song by Bobby Brown.
Oh God.
Do you remember that?
Yes. I know because they played it on MTV like fucking every day. Yeah.
I remember that rap. I used to sing that rap all the time. What was it? It was too hot to handle, too cold to hold. They called the Ghostbusters in control. Had a party for a bunch of children while all the while slime was under the building. So they packed up the group, got the grip, came equipped with the proton packs on the backs, and they split.
Shit.
It's all about Vito, the master of evil.
Yeah.
Try to battle my boys. It ain't legal.
It ain't legal. That's right. That's the only part I remember. Yeah, I was like, oh, that was the end of Bobby Brown.
And that was
After that song, he went into a life of drugs.
Yeah, I think they zapped him with a proton pack.
He was zapping himself in the arm with that.
That was the other thing. They had some really bad cameos. That movie was so badly directed.
It had a lot of cameos.
They had Bobby Brown in the movie, and I remember, Bobby Brown who did the fucking song. What's his song? Is he gonna do his rap? Is it gonna be a clever cameo? And it's like, no, it was him like, so we get those proton packs from my little brother Lysos, and then what's his name? Who was
Dan Aykroyd?
No, not Dan Aykroyd. Who was the one with the glasses? The actor with the glasses. Ramis.
Yeah,
Harold Ramis.
Harold
He looks at him
Ramis.
and he's like, "Son, these are not a toy."
Yeah.
And then just walks off, and then Bobby Brown like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "That's it." Wow, no, can't battle my boys, none of that stuff. He's not rapping, he's not singing.
That was improv.
He's not singing, God damn. Yeah, Bobby Brown didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Okay,
cool.
Hey, we got to do that over again. Yeah. No, I got to go. I got to buy some crack. Me and Whitney.
I look at that movie like almost like the Gremlins 2 sequel, where it was just a bunch of cameos for no reason other than these stars at the time to say, "Hey, I'm in a Gremlins movie now."
See, I like Gremlins.
See, I like Gremlins too, but it's nowhere near as memorable for me, at least, as the first one.
No, it's not. It's not. And you know what? I didn't watch it, but I was just thinking about Gremlins the other day. Just how much I love that movie.
Oh, no, it's a great film.
I mean, I know it's kind of scatterbrained in some parts because, I mean, it goes kind of sloppily sometimes between comedy and, light horror.
And then, that's kind of what I really kind of dug about that film was, there were some moments, especially in the classroom with the black dude in the classroom when he's like, he's trying to reach.
Because, that's what it was, because he didn't know that it had turned into like
he did not
the gremlin.
know.
Like
Right.
he brought the Mogwai in,
The
and
cute
then
little
he fed him. Oh, that's when he grabbed the sandwich. He didn't know that he ate it, and then he would cocoon himself. Then that black dude came back in and saw that he already like emerged from the cocoon, and he thought he was still like a little cute fuzzy thing. Like, hey boy, look what I got for you. Got a candy bar. He puts his hand under there, and you see that crunch. He's like,
yeah. And I was like, oh shit, what the hell happened to that dude?
And then they come back and find him later. He has like the hypodermic needle in his ass.
That awesome music.
But it went like sometimes it was just kind of. It kind of had a hard time keeping tone because sometimes the gremlins were just mischievous and sometimes they were like killers and you didn't know which identity they were taking at the time. Because and I see a lot of people say it has horror elements in there, but I see it just as a comedy. I mean, because the movie just makes me laugh.
No, it is funny, but as far as now, there's some gruesome moments like when the mother fucking goes off on
pop that gremlin in the
microwave. Yeah, I mean that was fucked up. I mean every scene where. That's the only movie that I can remember where you see like gremlins or creatures melting, like at the end with Spike. Oh, fuck. Yeah. It's still kind of gross, but when you're a kid watching that shit, you're like, oh, that's fucking badass, you know.
And the funny thing is, like the gremlins didn't even care if they were killing themselves because you remember that scene in the elevator where they were like they messed up that elevator and the elevator went down and crushed them all, and you saw that ooze coming out from the bottom. But I fucking love that movie, man.
That's part 2, right?
No, that's part 1 where they like.
Where were they in an elevator in part 1?
Oh, maybe that was 2.
I think that was 2. Yeah, because in 2 they were in that high rise.
Yeah, they in a high rise. Yeah. What else they be in an elevator in part 1? I mean, they fucking with that chick in that chair.
I know.
Made a fly out that window.
I said this before. My favorite scene in the first movie is when you see Spike and he's riding that tricycle and they got them. He's like, wah, 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 wah. It's like that shit looked like it was in fast motion. No,
I still think that's a fucking genius movie though.
Gizmo. Water. Yeah. That's some great lines.
You know what? I would love to. Let me tell you something. I would love to see a Gremlins video game where you play Gizmo.
Yeah.
And you got to stop the Gremlins.
Oh yeah, that would be badass. I would love it to where you can play either Gizmo or Stripe.
A Stripe and just destroy the fucking thing.
Destroy everything. Yeah, you can choose your costumes. You can be like that doctor with the big ass knife in the movie theater. The one who's just going crazy. It's like in a doctor's uniform or something.
Do you remember the one when they would blow up the theater? That one with the knife. He was just he was like
convulsing or something. Like looking around like that. The guy with the fucking what was it? I think that one of them had like a popcorn hat on.
Yeah. Fucking love that movie, man.
That is a great movie, man.
But I just thought like it would be cool to have Spike. You play Spike and you destroy that fucking city.
Shit up.
Yeah, that would be great.
Try to find water to multiply
yourself.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man, we might hit on something. I know. But I thought it'd be cool if you played Gizmo because you instead of a human because you get to like crawl into like little spaces and whatnot that a human can't fit into.
Yeah.
And so you have to like hide and stalk and and
all I have right now are visions of Gremlins meets Resident Evil with Gizmo.
Yeah. But if you play Stripe, it would be like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto. Exactly, man. That's we need to make this shit.
That'd be cool. Just blow up that fucking town, man.
Oh shit.
And you could set it in different cities like New York. You can just destroy New York.
Badass. I tell you what, though, the one thing I did like about Gremlins 2, it just popped in my head is when Gizmo was watching Rambo, and all of a sudden he wanted to be John Rambo.
Yeah. Yeah, he had that fucking headband on.
Headband on. I think he even made it like a bow and arrow.
Jesus, man. Yeah.
I need to watch that movie again.
I was thinking about that too, man.
I haven't seen.
We should watch that on one Saturday night.
We should,
get some beer and just watch Gremlins. I love that movie, man. You know what I'm gonna do? When this dude finish, I got some fucking tell you. When this dude finishes with the plays here. Because you see, we're gonna have a movie night here and just watch some movies and whatnot when it's all nice and everything.
Awesome.
This fool he's just taking his time.
I think you hired a gremlin. I think you hired Stripe to fucking do your living room, dude.
Yeah, he's just instead of like
a 3-month project.
Yeah.
He's still trying to paint that one wall
for a paint job.
every time I see that wall, it's like it's either one day it's either like one color, and then the next is like it's like just painted with white shit all over it. I'm like, dude.
He's destroying my shit just so he can fix it and charge me for it.
It does look like fucking the Gremlins went on a rampage in your fucking living room.
It does. Here at the Spill Studios, people, we're doing a little bit of renovation here.
Yeah.
And there's a guy named Ruben who's coming in and redoing this place. And man, he's like another Raymond. Like, he just doesn't pay attention. Like he's happy no matter what.
Yeah.
I'll come in here and people, this is not a joke. I've called him up. I've been like, I'm fucking tired of this, Ruben. It's been like a month and a half now for a goddamn paint job.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck, man? Can I have my living room back? And he's just grinning.
He's like,
no, he's just like, I understand. Yeah, I understand. What I'm gonna do here? I'm gonna knock down this wall and rebuild it and paint it. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna play tic-tac-toe on it. Yeah. Do some graffiti, and I'm gonna paint over it again.
He's like doing a Beach Street mural in your goddamn living room, dude. And I was like, yeah, what is that guy? Yeah, exactly. What is he doing? Playing fucking tic-tac-toe, Connect 4?
I'm gonna tag your wall, and then I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and tag it again.
You don't understand, Corey. The process of mixing paint is difficult shit.
I'm gonna bring tomorrow what I plan on doing, I'm gonna bring a chimpanzee in and throw some shit at your wall. Yeah. I'm gonna clean it up and paint it over again.
That chimpanzee will do it in fucking half the time, I guarantee it.
That chimpanzee is like, I didn't even hire me, man. Who's this fucking guy? That chimpanzee is like, what the fuck? Do you?
God damn.
Now tomorrow what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna piss on your wall. I'm gonna descent it.
I'm gonna take a piss. Now I'm gonna take a long nap.
Now tomorrow what I plan on doing is I plan on bringing some termites in and just letting them eat through the wood and rebuilding your home all over again. Then blowing it up with dynamite.
You need to put a camera in that goddamn living room and like just so you can show him, put that shit in fast motion to where
time lapse.
The time lapse fast motion where nothing fucking happens. He fucking moves one paint bucket from one place to the other.
It's like looking at fucking what was that movie?
Which movie? What, Antichrist?
No, the ghost movie that just came out.
Oh, the ghost movie? Oh, Paranormal Activity.
It's like watching Paranormal Activities. Like he just standing there looking at the wall for 5 hours.
Oh, man, God.
It's like you see the time lapse at the bottom. Like it goes from like 1 a.m. to fucking like 5 a.m. He's just standing there looking at the wall. Finally, it's 5:01. He start painting.
We're going to have to change that name because obviously there's no activity going on at all. It's paranormal.
Paranormal inactivity.
Yeah, so
he's possessed by the laziest fucking ghost in the world.
You need to hire that fucking ghost.
Even that ghost would come in and be like,
"Oh shit."
Normally I possess people, but I'm tired of looking at these fucking walls. Let me paint this shit for you.
Yeah.
And then I'll go off and do what I do after that.
I'm tired of this motherfucker just sitting around. This guy's doing more haunting than I am.
I know I'm a ghost, so I should be scaring your ass right now, but really, let me paint your fucking walls. I'll do this shit for free, okay? Get that dude out of here.
I keep running in. Okay, this is the most hilarious part about Corey's living room right now is that his fucking refrigerator is right in the middle of the goddamn living room. And for the longest time, I thought that shit was unplugged until you actually like opened it up one time. I'm like, oh my God, it's a working refrigerator
in the middle of the fucking room.
Goddamn living room. Yeah.
Meanwhile, John, aka Taco Bell Lugosi, is right at home out there.
I know, he's like just another day.
It's like a tornado. Combined with gremlins, combined with some paranormal activity, just came through the living room, just knocked everything over. John comes out, he's like,
he's like, Corey, you made this place so convenient.
Oh.
As soon as I walk in, I just open up the door and then open up the refrigerator, and boom, I got my Taco Bell.
And I can drop my trash right here on the floor and fall asleep right here in the middle of it. I appreciate the convenience, Corey. So you've created another nest for me.
Yes. You want me to spray your walls with Taco Bell sauce? I mean, we can get this paint job done a lot quicker. It's the same color.
No, Ruben already put Taco Bell sauce on it and repainted it again.
Shit, he's putting Taco Bell. There's more Taco Bell sauce on the floor than there is anywhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
That motherfucker's been eating the whole time.
I get a fucking taco and just rub it against the wall for my sauce.
Oh my God.
God damn it. I mean, it is a fucking wreck in there. And this dude, it started as a job. He like, oh yeah, I can do this in a day and a half. And it was supposed to be one wall.
3 years later.
Fucking wall. I mean, he's just went paint crazy. He's painted the whole fucking house now.
The apocalypse is gonna be here before that fucking place is finished.
Jesus
oh my God.
Christ. I mean,
wow.
And then he says crazy shit. Like he sits in there and listens to fucking conspiracy shows all day. The other day he came here and told me. Now this is 2 days ago. Mm-hmm. He says, "So stupid." He said, he really did
Tell
say
me,
this.
Please.
He said, "You know about they cutting off the internet tomorrow."
No shit.
I looked at him. I said, "Ruben, where did you hear this?"
Yeah.
He was listening to Alex Jones.
Oh, Alex,
and we know Alex
friend,
Jones.
Yeah.
And I said, "Look, man," I was like, I can guarantee you that what you heard, you have somehow misinterpreted. No, man. And he said, "No, you're not gonna be able to do your show. It cutting off the internet tomorrow." And I just, and like a fool, I went in there and looked it up on the internet just to see if the internet was gonna be cut off.
Yeah.
Just to, if nothing else, just to like prove him wrong. I mean, just to make sure.
Yeah.
You know, and I came in and told him, I was like, he just doesn't listen. I was like, "Ruben, I'm looking here on the internet. It would like be a moment of chaos if they were cutting the internet off. I mean, do you know how much e-commerce happens? Do you know how many governmental files are on the internet?
Yeah.
I mean, do you know how much data, like just data that the government has is just in digital form? Like nobody's fucking cutting off the internet, all right? I mean, even if the government said we'll cut off the internet and we can save all our shit, but for the rest, right now e-commerce is so big, you throw our economy in chaos. Fucking cut off the internet. Am I getting through to you?
What did he say? Sorry, Carter.
Nope.
Gonna happen.
No, you know, just like, nope. They cut off the internet.
Sorry, brother. Can't help you there.
No, they cutting it off.
And I was like, I tell them, wow, you sure do have a lot of time to research this shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, well, maybe they cut the internet off. You can fucking work fast.
Yeah, no
right?
shit.
I'm coming in and help you since I won't have a show.
Yeah,
Get this shit done. God damn.
I need to get Alex Jones in this goddamn room and figure out this conspiracy when you fucking taking my money and doing nothing.
Damn. And there's always something in the house. I mean, I gotta say, you know, this lovely studio we have here is being fixed. I mean, it's actually in better shape than it was before. He's doing a good job. It's just like I don't get this guy. It's just like I tell him not to work on shit and he just does it anyway. Granted, it's making the place look better, but I really would like him to ask.
Yeah, he's doing everything except the job he was paid to do.
Yeah, he's fucking. He's rebuilding a whole new house, but except those 2 walls that need to be painted. He's building around those walls.
Like, what the fuck are you painting my wall with? A Q-tip, motherfucker?
Yeah.
What the fuck? You need
Just one stripe at a time.
I remember when you told me he wanted you to go buy him some fucking tools to do some shit. Yeah, like workers.
Hey,
like, dude.
I'm gonna need some scrub pads. Can you go get those for me? I even told him that. I was like, man, this is not my responsibility to go get this shit. It's what you fucking telling me to do. And he's like, all right, you gonna get those? I was like, yeah.
Fuck. Why you at it? Pick me up some Taco Bell.
Motherfucker, I gave him some money to go get supplies on his own. He come back and said, well, I would bring you change, but I was hungry. I stopped and got something to eat. I needed to get something to eat and put some gas in the car. I'm like...
What'd you get to eat? That was like $20. I had myself
some steak.
I had me some steak and ketchup.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm energized and ready to go. Oops, what time is it? I gotta go.
Nothing brings out the taste of steak better than ketchup. You no good son of a...
And it's always, every day, I'll be in at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I see you. Motherfucker don't get here till 11.
Oh, no.
And don't start until noon. And then says, I swear to God, people, this is the truth. He's like, I'm gonna knock this out. I gotta knock this out for. I know you're getting tired. I mean, I gotta knock this out. Hey, look here. I'm gonna, no matter how long it takes, I'm gonna get it done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get some lunch, and I'll be back. Lunch is like at around 5, and the motherfucker leaves the lights on. And just doesn't come back.
Never comes.
Doesn't come. I had to call him and say,
"Oh no,
Ruben. So it's 9 o'clock now. I assume that you aren't coming back." Oh no, man! I got home and I got full after 8, and I decided, I'm gonna come in tomorrow. I'm no good to you right now.
When I left for lunchtime, as soon as I got done with lunch, it became dinner time.
I said, oops.
And I said, oh, snap.
Well, I ain't going nowhere now. Jesus Christ.
I work doubly hard tomorrow for you, Corey. I'll bring my paintbrush and
I'll actually bring a real paintbrush this time instead of some Q-tips.
Yeah, instead of the paintbrushes I stole from that elementary.
Yeah, he's using those little brushes used for arts and crafts. Well, I had these I bought from Hobby Lobby.
Corey, I haven't spelled your name on the walls. People come over, they know you own this beautiful shit.
The fuck you doing, man?
Man, dude, we need to make a movie about that motherfucker right there. Him and Raymond.
Between him and Raymond. This is the handyman from hell.
Oh my god, we need to get them both in the movie. The Dumb and Dumber Revisited. The Dumb and Dumber the Resurrection.
How the fuck I end up with these kind of people, I don't know. He hooked me too. That motherfucker put the floors down in the kitchen and it was wonderful. And then he said, I can paint this wall for you. And that motherfucker turned to just a case of rebuilding his fucking home.
No, he turned into your roommate.
He ain't going nowhere, yeah.
He's living here.
He's going to start living here. Him and John. Gonna make a fucking rat nest in there.
I saw that bat flying in here last night, Corey, trying to eat my steak. I tried to fight on my paintbrush.
Well, he's getting there, man. Hopefully by the
one of these days.
one of these months.
Yeah, 2015. I think everyone will have homes in the sky by then. Oh.
Shit, we'll see. We'll be flying cars by the time he's finished with this shit. We'll have 2 more Batman movies. Superman will be out already and everything by the time this shit happens. He's motherfucking finish my goddamn home.
Yeah, I know.
Give me back my home.
I'm in a zoo.
It's a madhouse. Yeah. Boy, why we laughing? Why we sitting up here laughing? Let's see here. Oh, you know what? There was I saw some news up here. Oh, that's what we want to talk about. MTV, man. Change their fucking logo.
No shit, dude. After
and all they did was just crop it at the top and the bottom.
Cropped that they cut out
and on the sides.
They cut out the goddamn legs of the MTV logo and they made that shit look like Megan Fox's thumb. That's all they did, man. And they call it a redesign or whatever.
Really. They says MTV's big change. Listen to the story. MTV is embracing change. In nearly 3 decades on the air, almost everything about the cable network, from its programming to its focus to its place in popular culture, has changed with the times, except for its famous tagline, music television. Recently, the network quietly unveiled a new logo, which has dropped the tagline completely, indicating that MTV itself is leaving its original mission of an all-music channel in the dust. Which they've done for fucking years. Is this new?
It's been like 20 years.
You need a new logo to tell us that?
Yeah, shit. They snuck that shit in quietly. No wonder, because it looked like shit. Oh, here we go.
Meanwhile, this logo ain't nothing but the fucking the bottom cropped off and the right side of the logo cut off.
They just cut it. They cut off the bottom of it.
Ain't nothing bold about this shit.
I was like, dang, goddamn, Corey, did the guy working on your place work on that new design?
Yeah, they just said, fuck it, we'll take this. Yeah. Here,
I'll make your logo look real good.
I can do this.
Yeah. I make this shit look like Corey Coleman's living room.
Yeah, it's a take 1 hour. 3 months later. Ruben, what the fuck? All you did was crop the bottom and the side.
They asked for that redesign like 20 years ago when they stopped playing music, and that dude finally finished.
Yeah. See, get here. Just forget it, man. We'll take it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not done yet.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna paint this shit too.
Oh, the hell you are. We heard what you were doing to Corey Coleman's fucking walls. But I guess I got more time now to finish this shit. But they said the new logo is meant to put the focus on MTV's current slate of talent. The stars of mostly reality shows like Jersey Shore, Teen Mom, in the buried life, I don't watch any of that shit. Since the logo, which seems to have a shorter M than that's all it fucking is also available in a see-through model. It can change when new stars come into the fold. Let's see. Tina Exarchos, a spokesperson for MTV's marketing team, explained the change to the New York Daily News. If you watch the channel, you've seen that it's definitely going in a new direction. It's been there
for the last.
Fuck, you stopped playing music goddamn 20 years ago, and now you expect us to be like, what? I didn't notice until you said so. We really wanted to see the logo featured in a new way, and this was really meant to be able to house all the great things that are happening at MTV at any given time. When MTV first revolutionized television in 1981, real quick, do you know what the first video was that MTV played?
Video Killed the Radio Star.
Yes. What was that? The Bugaboos or whatever?
Yeah, something like that.
It was in 1981. It was based on the idea of one network devoted entirely to music. A central hub where fans could watch music videos, see interviews with their favorite recording artists, and even get their new music from a music fan's point of view. The channel was also a valuable promotional tool for the music industry itself, which no longer had to depend mainly on radio to get its product on an audience's radar.
God, how I missed Headbangers Ball.
Headbangers Ball, 120 minutes.
Yo, MTV Raps.
Oh,
yo. Dude, I love Amp.
Amp was my favorite show
I loved
ever.
It. Yeah, I remember you and I used to watch that all the time. And
we did, man.
And the thing is, it would just. I remember when. When they tried to stop. I don't know what they were trying to do, but there's a couple of times where they wouldn't air it, and man, you talk about being depressed because that show Amp was the last time you ever saw any kind of real innovative anything being done on music videos.
Yes, yeah. Amp was a show where they highlighted.
So a lot of it was kind of techno.
It was truly alternative
trip hop
music.
Stuff, yeah.
It was trip hop, electronic, and some underground fringe hip hop.
Yeah.
And the reason why they played that is because they were doing some of the most innovative stuff with music videos.
Yeah.
That was the first place I saw one of the best videos ever made, which was Smack My Bitch Up from Prodigy.
Prodigy.
And so I knew the show wouldn't last, but
right.
It used to come on Sunday nights, I think, or Friday nights, and they'd switch it around a lot. Yeah. But when they stopped, and they came out with 2 volumes of songs from Amp, and I was like, something? I said, this is not going to last, and this is not only going to be a show that's going to be taken off, but this is going to be one of the last shows that really highlight video
talent. Video talent, for crying out loud. 'Cause I think that's the first time I was introduced to Aphex Twin. So because I remember Come to Daddy. I want to say at least I saw it at some point. I don't know if it was on Amp, but I know they featured it on Amp a few times. And then I remember that used to be in heavy rotation, late at night on MTV.
It was that, and that was the first place I saw really cool videos from famous name directors now, Chris Cunningham, who got famous from doing Come to Daddy and all that.
Michelle
Gondry, yeah. Spike Jones had some videos on there, and then they just had some videos on there and they had just cool music, man.
Yeah, cool music from obscure groups you never hear on the radio.
That was the first place I saw a Dr. Octagon video and a Cool Keith video, Yeah.
Remember Mr. What was it, Mr. Ozio? It was a puppet, and the song was like ding 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 don't womp ding 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 womp.
Oh wait a minute, what is that? Because I was trying to find that.
I think it's called Mr. Ozio.
Let me see if I can find.
Yeah. Look that up real quick.
Because I remember when we did our Access show, you had me play that.
Yeah.
And I was trying to find that
video. Yeah, with that puppet.
Mr.
Ozio.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It was that puppet that was trying to answer the phone?
Yeah. And it's like
oh, wait,
Here we go.
Yeah, it's
what's it called?
Mr. Oizo.
Oizo.
And it's called Flat Beat.
Flat Beat.
I used to have this mixed up with what was the name of the band? It's a song that used to go like red alert, it's a catastrophe.
I don't
know. Worry, don't panic. But anyway, But I thought that was a song, and I thought that was a video for it. And this is.
That's it.
Basement Jacks. It's the one
Basement Jacks.
I used to get this mixed up with
Where's your head at? That group.
Yeah.
Where's your head at?
Which you used to play on amp also.
Yeah, that's right.
But let's see. I've been looking for this fucking video, man. Thank you.
You just had to let me know, brothers. Call me.
What the video is, it's a puppet that looks like some kind of rodent. And what he's going to do is he's going to answer the phone and just like put the phone up to the speakers so the phone can hear the music. I'm describing this so wrong, but just look up the video, people. But here's the song for it.
It's badass.
I used to love this song. Okay, so he's put on a record, this puppet. And he's just dialing up people so they can listen to the music. And his puppet is funny because while he's holding up the music, while he's holding up the phone to the music, his head is bobbing up and down.
He's like head banging to it. It's awesome.
And that's him talking. I
love that part right there.
And when it goes, that puppet's head goes, it goes up and down with the beat.
He starts looking like that gremlin.
Okay, people, I am going to put this video up on the site. I had to put this up so people can see it.
Love even that phone is jamming.
Yeah, that hand was shaking to the beat.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck is he doing?
Now he's blow drying his hair.
And his hot secretary comes in. Oh man, I remember this video.
Signing documents. It's all about business.
And I love puppets.
Yes. This video is genius.
I'm sorry, people. I know you can't see it.
Yeah.
Look, the video will be on the. It will be linked to the.
It'll be
podcast.
so worth it.
Yeah.
So worth it.
And I gotta watch this. It's been so long since I've seen it.
And now he's smoking a hot dog.
Is that what that was? That was a wiener?
Like a wiener, yeah.
He's looking like trying to like a businessman smoking a cigar, but it's a fucking hot dog weenie.
It's a wiener. Now he's working on the computer. Typing in there's just a keyboard and that's it. There's nothing else in front of him. No monitor.
Oh, there it is.
Oh my god. I don't know what business this is, but I want to work for it.
Yeah, I want to work for that puppet.
Yeah. His head banging.
He's
hard.
jamming to this shit.
I love that desk though. It's like a strange green desk.
It's like a big olive or something.
Yeah. You know what's sad though? Like watching this video. Oh.
He's a real jerk.
The hell was that?
It's a little break.
That's the end of the video.
Is that the end?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, watching that video, it just made me think, watching a lot of those videos on AMP, I'm like, okay, wow, it's like finally we're getting some real talent into making these music videos. And as soon as that fucking show went off the air, that was the last of the fucking music videos, it seemed like. Yeah.
See, I look at videos like that and I'm thinking like, wow, man, I know these reality TV shows are popular, and sometimes I remember when I remember getting mixed up in some of them too. I mean, I get
when the Real World came out, the very first one, yeah. I mean, how can you not get involved? That was the first time you saw anything like that, and it was actually interesting.
Yeah.
But as soon as it turned into the perverted form that it is now, which Jersey Shore is the prime example. Even though that show is entertaining as fuck on such a fucked up level that
the Real World?
No, it is very much it's kind of like the Real World, but Jersey Shore.
Oh, I keep hearing about it. I keep hearing
man.
like you got to watch this show.
You have to. It is. It's almost like a train wreck, but it's so good though. I'm shocked. I'm actually getting ready to do a marathon this week of it.
Isn't there a guy on there called The Consequence?
No, there's a guy called The Situation.
The Situation. Yeah, that's
where
it.
all he does is he lifts up his shirt and he's like, "This is the situation," and it's like fucking. He has like a 6-pack from hell. Like they don't even draw superheroes with as ripped fucking chest as this guy has, and ripped abs like from hell. And yeah, and he calls himself like, now this is Situation. So he calls himself The Situation. It's fucking retarded ridiculous, but it is so.
I love it already.
It's so entertaining.
So I can't, I'm not blaming MTV for doing what it has to do. Things change. I know that nothing lasts forever, but I really do. I miss these days of music videos, man. And I'm not talking about like lame ass music videos with chicks dancing and people lip syncing at the camera. No, really artistic, weird, strange music videos.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a music video for you.
All right.
Speaking of really cool music videos, look at this music video, man, from Depeche Mode.
Uh-oh.
Have you seen
I love
it?
Depeche Mode.
Okay. They were nominated recently for a music by the Grammys for the music video, like best art direction in music video. So I don't know what it was, but it's for a song called "Wrong," and I guess it came out last year. I guess they released an album last year.
Yeah, okay, that's the one I don't have, but yeah,
which shows me that these videos are still being made, except there's only really 2 places to find them. And one, I know worldwide you can find these videos now being made on the internet, and that's kind of cool because you can watch them in whenever you want.
You can find them on the artist's website. Usually. Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. And today, we can watch stuff big screen if you find a HD version of it or something. But
YouTube as well.
Yeah, YouTube. And then we have a station here called ME Music Entertainment. I think they just got bought out, but it's a local channel and they still show music videos like regularly. And I've seen a lot of cool videos on there.
I remember there was a channel called Mucho Music. I don't know if that's still around. Yeah.
I never heard of it.
Where I thought that was actually going to pick up where MTV left off as far as playing music videos, but I don't know.
But you got to see this music video, man, for Depeche Mode, and the song is kind of cool too. I'm surprised you've never seen this before. It's a really creepy video too. Really? It's just weird. Yeah, it's like a possessed car, or somebody's controlling this car with a kidnapped victim inside of it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, watch. Yeah. Wrong. He's just like, hey, what do you think about that guy hired to paint my house? Wrong. So people, if you can't, and somebody posts a video, but it's a car that's driving backwards, and that's strange already. But they go into the interior of the car and you see somebody's knocked out inside of the car in the driver's seat. Oh, wow. And this car is going down the street like hitting other cars.
Yeah.
But it gets crazier, man. So this person in the car sits up, and it looks like somebody in a really creepy looking mask. Isn't this crazy looking?
Yeah. I was trying to figure out. Yeah, that is a mask. Huh?
Yeah, that's a mask.
It looks like an old guy or something, but it looks like a chip behind it.
And they passed Depeche Mode in the actual group. The band in the video.
All right, I need to buy this CD.
Yeah, it's a cool song. The car actually hits somebody in the middle of the street.
Oh shit, that's awesome. Okay. Oh wow, that's creepy, man. Yeah. It almost looks like a human mask.
Well, the creepy thing is the guy's trying to move, so you don't know what's wrong with this guy. You don't know if he's having convulsions or if he's tied up, because you can't see the expression on his face. And the car's like hitting cones and shit on the street.
Kind of reminds me of the Michael Myers mask in a way.
Yeah, no, it's creepy looking. Some homeless guy's car. The homeless guy's chasing after him. You motherfucker! And this poor guy in his mask, he's getting chased by the police, and he has no control of his car. It's a guy who's like tied up inside of a car that's being controlled by someone. He can't steer the car. He can't get out.
Oh shit!
Oh, and I won't tell you what happened right there. You just have to see the video for yourself. But
that was awesome.
Wasn't that a cool ass video?
That was. God damn. Depeche Mode just kicks so much ass. I'm shy. That's their last album I did not get, but I need to. I almost pretty much forgot about it because the thing is, like, I would never know Depeche Mode had a new album out because I just I don't listen to the radio, and I just don't I have no other outlet anymore to figure out who's coming out with new music besides what you tell me or somebody who just happens to accidentally send me a link to a band that I like.
Well, the thing is like
it sucks.
Yeah,
it's not like the good old days where you can see that shit on MTV when they had shows catering to the types of music that you liked. And that's usually how half the watching Headbangers Ball. That's the only time I ever knew about new bands. Being able to discover new bands. And yeah, the internet's there, but there's so much on the goddamn internet to filter
it's just hard
through
to find shit. To sift through and filter through and find. But
yeah.
You know what my favorite Depeche Mode song is? This one. Is this it? What?
All right.
You see, you remember this song, right? If it'll play.
Oh yeah, that's a badass song.
I'm surprised nobody's ever used this in a movie. Which I would probably would not like them to because
yeah,
they'd probably fuck it up.
Not,
but
yeah.
Never Let Me Down Again.
Yeah. This is a great song.
I'm not gonna play that.
I didn't get into Depeche Mode until they came out with Violator. And as soon as I got into Violator,
that's a great album.
That CD opened my head to all kinds of music like that, and it's really like a gateway to other types of bands like Depeche Mode. But they're still like my favorite. At the time, they were coined as alternative.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were coined as alternative, and that's how I got into alternative at the time through Depeche Mode. But
yeah,
I think the singer's fantastic, and I just love the music. I love the cool vibe because listening to Violator, what I liked about that album is that it reminded me of soundtrack music almost.
Didn't it? That's what I'm saying. This reminds me like it's moody.
Yeah, it is definitely.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite songs actually ever. It's not like my favorite Depeche Mode song. I love this song. I was glad to see that they were getting recognized because those guys been around for years. Yeah. Those fucking guys are old. You look at them in that video right there. Those fucking guys are old.
Yeah. But hey, they're still putting out some fucking good music.
But man, MTV, it's just not what it is. I have some fun memories of when they just used to play music, man. Mm-hmm. And now I'm looking at this new logo they got, and I'm looking at the logo at the bottom. When you said they had a new logo, I thought it was like the new logo because at the bottom they have an example of how they bring in they want to feature new artists,
right?
Whatever is the next big thing within the logo. So they got a picture of the MTV logo with Usher. In it.
I know.
I thought is that the new logo? Like it's going to be Usher from now on?
I know. Usher TV.
Yeah, it's going to be called UTV.
Yeah. I know.
Usher all day long.
That just sounds like a bad idea.
Usher just looking at your ass all day long. Because that's what he's doing the logo. He just looked like somebody trapped Usher in that logo.
Exactly. Like he has a face like give me the fuck out of here.
Help me.
I haven't recorded an album in the last 2 years. I don't know why I'm in this goddamn logo.
It look like he's trapped in a fucking box shaped like the MTV logo.
But you know what I haven't seen MTV in so goddamn long that I was kind of curious if they still even play some of their older their older commercial videos, like, well, at least when they show the logo, you know, like when you always saw the iconic astronaut landing on the moon, jumping around with the MTV flag. You know, it's like, do you still see those like promo clips for MTV? I mean, I don't even know if they do those. I guess they're called bumpers, but I don't even know if they do those anymore.
I don't know either. I haven't watched MTV in so long. It says a new logo and it's focused on the personalities that drive the channel. It's based on recent show successes like Jersey Shore, which turned its stars into celebrities overnight. According to Ad Age, MTV is looking into developing a new tagline. So they want to put a new tagline under there. It says to match the logo. Any suggestions? That's what it says. Yeah, how about we don't play fucking music anymore? We're not as cool as we used to be. Yeah. How about that shit? That's my suggestion. Somebody write that down.
Like, what does
the
M stand for now? Fucking.
I really can't say shit about MTV. I think we're still connected with MTV Network.
Oh, whoops.
So, yeah, no, this is great. I love that logo.
Awesome, beautiful logo.
Oh, fuck,
great, man.
The creme de la creme of logos.
MTV rules.
I love you. Man.
Masterpiece television. That's
Man, let me get into something here real quick that you showed me that was crazy.
Just looking at what you just pulled it up right now. I'm like, oh fuck.
This fool told me tonight. Co-host told me, he's like, you gotta look up something called Humanimals.
I know.
And I was like, what the hell is? When you say Humanimals, I thought it was like a new cool cartoon or something.
Cartoon, yeah.
Humanimals.
Yes, the next Thundercats.
Humanimals. Yeah, it's like Thunder. Humanimals. Oh. And I look, snarf. And I look at this shit you pulled up. And it's a man.
It is crazy.
It is a man, not a boy, not an animal. It is a man because he's all muscular and shit. Yeah. Got his fucking body painted up to look like a Doberman.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, so you know how Dobermans are brown on the outside, and they kind of have that, almost like that peanut butter tan on the inside of their legs. Yeah. This fool has painted the inside of his legs. Yeah. It's a man on all fours.
Yeah, it's body paint. He's on all fours. But the creepiest thing about it is that whoever worked on the mask, the head of this dog, it looks perfect. I mean, it's so perfect. It's creepy.
And he starts out as a dog, like a Doberman. Complete with a cut tail, a short tail. And he gets it, so he's standing on all fours, which is weird enough. But then he stands up and looks at the camera with his dog face.
Yeah,
and he's getting up and like I said, he's all tan on the inside.
And it's crazy because it looks creepy. You know what? It looks like something out of a Stanley Kubrick film almost.
Shit, this looks like something out of James. The way his guy looks, James Cameron could save millions.
I know.
using these kind of fools up here.
Well, you know what? There's another video where there's a guy dressed up as a tiger.
Oh shit, he's walking towards the camera.
Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, there's another video where there's a guy dressed up as a tiger, or maybe it's a cougar. I don't know what this is. Oh no, that's some other bullshit. But no, there's a video where he's I don't know if it's the same guy, but he's dressed up as, like, it looks like a cougar. And like looking at that, it was so creepy how realistic it looked. I was like, you know what? They can easily do a Thundercats movie now.
Without CG.
Yeah.
This is like the next level in furries. This is like the next level in furries, people. I mean, this fucking guy is, I mean, some money went into this.
Oh yeah, no,
into that mask.
A real artist went into doing the prosthetics of the mask. I mean, it's crazy.
Now I don't know if this is I don't know if this is like art or if this is like the next level of furries. People, if you don't know what furries are, it's people who have a thing for anthropomorphic animals, animals with human traits. I mean, it could be very innocent. It could be anywhere from just loving a Bugs Bunny cartoon for cute talking animals to orgies with people dressed up in animal costumes. Yeah. People having sex animal costumes. It could get crazy.
Right. And from what I've seen as far as the furries do, they actually they dress up in costumes. Now these guys, this is like full on body paint. I mean, they try to mimic the movement of these animals.
That's why I'm wondering if this is art or if this is like.
It looks like there's art. It looks like it's art only because there is a website. Yeah, there's a website that is connected to called Circus something, and I don't know if it's like a Circus Soleil type deal.
Circus fucked up.
Circus freaky, but Circus freaky. But the thing is. A member actually sent me a video. It's on my page. If you want to go to my page real quick, there's a video that a member sent. This is how I found out about this. But he sent me a video of a guy dressed up as a unicorn. And the one creepy thing about it is that Yeah, go to my page.
I'm sorry, I'm just looking at some on Captain America here that I meant to mention. It's it just caught my attention. It's something we had on our site. Red Skull is the first Avenger villain.
Oh, yeah.
The director said about the film, he asked him about the first Avenger, Captain America. The director said about the film, well, we will see the Captain America villain, the main villain, the Red Skull. But it's the origin story. It's how he became Captain America in World War II. There are present day bookends, but it's really the origin story. And we decided you only get one shot at telling the origin story, so you might as well tell it first. And I guess if you're gonna tell an origin story about Captain America, you gotta fucking put the Red Skull in there.
Yeah, it's gonna be corny as hell, and yeah, who gives a shit about Captain America?
Okay, I can see now you don't want to talk about Captain America, so we'll move on to your page right here.
Yeah, but no, there's actually a guy sent me a question. He's like, you got to read this on Fuck Your Thoughts, and please answer it. Why do you hate Marvel Comics so much? And I was like, I don't think I want to bother anybody with that.
Oh, is this the one with the unicorn?
Right there, yes. But the creepy thing about this is a guy dressed up as a unicorn, but they're playing Goodbye Horses, the creepy ass song from Silence of the Lambs. Yeah.
Goodbye.
When the guy shows off his mangina.
Okay, this is just weird, man, because this dude is just doing all kind of crazy poses.
Yeah.
And that fucking unicorn horn is flopping around everywhere. People, you gotta see this. This is insane.
I love the song, by the way, because it's so fucking creepy.
It's a guy like doing bodybuilding poses, but he's dressed up like a
unicorn.
It's like a human man fucked the unicorn, and this is their baby.
Yeah. And he's posing with a sword.
You told me I see it right.
And now he's on all fours. This is like the weirdest. Okay, I can't. All right, man. Okay. He's got hooves.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Jesus.
Imagine walking into this party. Wow.
I gotta take you to, speaking of parties, I gotta take you to this party at this. It's the same fucking house all the time. I've been back to this house 3 times.
Okay.
That house I told you about where I did the moonwalk with the lesbians.
Yeah.
And that was the same house where I told you somebody that knew you stormed out of there. I went back again. It was a lesbian mustache party. Now I know lesbian mustache sounds dirty, because the lesbian mustache party means it sounds like a bunch of lesbians hasn't shaved, hasn't shaved their privates, But
I'm just wondering why you have the need to take me there.
Because there's always something crazy going there. Because it's not just lesbians who are there, but it's always. I've yet to go to that house where there's not something weird happening.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, hey, if there's a guy dancing around to Goodbye Horses dressed up as a unicorn, I'm there.
I'm just saying, that could be next.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
This is some weird shit. This freaks me out for some reason, man. I don't know why.
Fans love sending me that kind of shit. I don't know why. The guy was like, don't worry, you'll be fine tomorrow morning.
Will you?
Yeah, oh, speaking real quick. Look, okay. You remember our boy Sex Man? Remember him? Check out that video real quick, please. What? That video right there with the alien.
Okay.
Please. Oh my god. I'm so glad you saw. I'm so glad I saw this right now.
Okay, let me.
Sex Man.
Sex
right
Man.
Here.
If
He's
people
back.
probably know Sex Man, Sex Man was hanging out with 50 Cent.
Yeah, he was. Not too long ago. You're right.
What the hell is this?
He just put up a new video.
Is this his?
Yes, he just put up a brand new video, and it's brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah, just play it.
Hey guys, I felt like doing something different, so I decided to do kind of a interesting video. I'm just gonna put on various faces throughout this short little video and hope you...
Now, if you've seen Sex Man, it's this kid who reviews movies sometimes.
Ain't talk.
And you can hear him here.
Yeah.
Ain't talks like this.
Talks like
Sex
this.
Man. Another Sex Man review.
God damn it.
Stop it with the porn.
Stop it.
But he decides to take this voice and put like these fucking. I know he's got this from some website where you can put
some program
where you can put it. But he's got it's a dinosaur talking like Sex Man.
It's a talking dinosaur.
It's talking like Sex Man.
It's like a raptor.
My first one is a dinosaur. The next one's going to be a penguin. Alien. Whoa.
Alien.
Old ass. Take me to your chair. And this one, a lot of people will probably get and laugh at. The dreaded Jawses. Meet those people.
It's a jar. It's a shark.
It's the dreaded Jawses.
And now, a crappy drawn stick man. Erase me, damn it.
Erase me, damn it.
I'm a kitty. Meow, meow, meow.
That's my favorite one. You need to rewind that. You need to rewind that.
I'm a kitty. I'm a kitty.
I love
meow.
I love Sex Man. That guy's awesome.
I'm a kitty.
Oh my god.
Awesome, man.
What a joke.
Oh man. Rock!
Oh!
Rock! Rocking and rolling!
Sex Man is rock. Meow, 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 meow. Sex Man review. I'm a kitty. Oh, meow, meow. I'm the dreaded Jawses. Eat all the people.
Boy, his chocolate stout has got to us.
No shit. Damn.
Oh man, let's see. Okay, this is people. I'm sorry, we a little wasted right now. So welcome to Fuck Your
Yes,
Thoughts.
welcome.
Yes, welcome.
Welcome to Fuck Your Thoughts.
I'm a kitty.
Meow, meow.
The email section of the show here, and we're here to read emails and fuck thoughts.
That's right.
All in one. Woo. All at the same time. Okay, now here's tonight I didn't have time to pull out some emails, so we're gonna be shooting from the hip here.
No problem.
I know you sent me some emails, so I'll read yours too. But here's one I was talking about. We were talking about Coachella, Coachella Music Festival, and we said if anybody is going, because I want to go see. Man, there's a bunch of people I want to see.
Yeah.
I think is Massive Attack playing there?
Not yet. Even though they are coming out with a new album, I would like to think at some point they will be on the bill, but as of right now, no, they are not on the bill.
Okay. Well,
even though this concert is catered to that.
Who I really want to see is Gorillaz. Gorillaz are playing Coachella, and then there's a bunch
of
bands.
Okay.
Yeah, Faith No More is getting back together,
which I would love to see.
Jay-Z is playing, who I love to see. I mean, there's a bunch of people I love to go see. So I'm thinking, we said last time when we were talking about Coachella, like, hey, if anybody's going to go, let us know, because we might try to make a trip there. Right. So I'm just looking at this email fresh right now. It says, LTD, let's do this Coachella. Mm-hmm. And this is from TS. Just caught the 2310 podcast of LTD, and I'm sorry, LDT, and I heard you talk about the Coachella thing. Not sure how many people have responded, but I'm seriously considering going. Just not sure which days. I'm up for splitting the cost for whatever, or if you need a ride from the airport, if you end up going. So they say, I hear it is, what does it say? A littler easier flying to the Palm Spring airport rather than LAX or Burbank, because it's over in California.
Right.
Just to jog your memory, I met up with you guys at the Spillcom party last year. And we ended up crashing at your buddy Clint's. Oh, yeah, I remember this guy, man.
I don't know him.
I know this. Okay, yeah, you weren't there, but I remember this guy. Yeah. Him and I, last year at Comic-Con, we had told a whole bunch of Spill members to come out. And they showed up. We had like this really cool big party. Mm-hmm. And so my buddy, a good friend of mine, you remember Clint?
Clint, okay.
Yeah, Clint and Shelley.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Clint, you don't remember, do you? She's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's right. Of course I remember him. Whoa, yeah. Wow.
But Clint's a real good friend of mine. So every time I go to San Diego, I stay with Clint. And Clint took me and this other guy over to his place to drink. And so we all got drunk, and we weren't leaving that night. So we couldn't let this guy go. We were all wasted. Uh-huh. And so he's the one that says, hey, let's all go to Coachella. Uh-huh. Coachella thing falls through, I'll catch you at the next Spill party in Austin, which will be June 25th. We already got the budget approved. We're just lining up all the venues and talent right now.
All right, cool.
So yeah, we're doing well.
25th.
The 20. Well, let me. I keep saying the 25th. Let me get this
Yeah,
straight.
double check
Me fucking because I'm just talking out my ass right now.
The 29th. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, the 25th is on a Friday, so yes.
All right, yeah.
Yeah,
25th.
so it will be the 25th and the 26th
of
June.
June.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I am going to go to Coachella.
You are?
Yeah, I think I'm going to seriously go. I mean, look, Gorillaz is the type of band where they're not, as everybody knows, they're not a real band.
Right.
They're a collaboration between a lot of artists who they can't go on tour because they can only do this for a limited time because there's so many people who do their own thing outside of that. So I'm thinking like this is one of the rare times that I can actually catch Gorillaz in one spot. And I want to see.
Yeah.
I regretted not going to see their show in London or in New York when they last got together for Demon Days.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go.
Okay.
So if you
I'm
want to go,
still thinking about it.
if I can help you out, let me know.
All right. I need to find out. Yeah, because it's not cheap. I know that.
It ain't cheap.
No,
No, it
not
ain't.
at all. I know a friend that just got her tax return back, and she was like, "I spent it all on Coachella." I was like,
Jesus Christ.
How much is that shit? Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking like if we could get a place to stay, that's what we're looking for, people. It's like I don't mind splitting the cost of a hotel with somebody. Look, really, honestly, I don't mind paying for the trip myself and just just hanging out and whatever. I can do that, but really, if I'm hanging out with people, it would be cool to like just hang out with Spill members if we can find them and like split a place to stay or stay with somebody or hang out, and then then we just go to the festival because I don't know how to get there.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. This is my first time. This would be my first time going to Coachella.
Really? Okay.
What the fuck I'm doing over there? And I'm going out trying to go to Coachella, end up out in the desert
You can
somewhere.
get lost.
Yeah.
But
Let's see here.
I'll let you know it's up. I still need to figure out how much everything costs and if it works within my 25-cent budget.
Okay. Well, you've been saving those. Well, you've earned like
Saving
about,
my quarters.
You've earned about $1 now, right?
Yeah, there you go. Someday.
Okay. Again, we're just taking it as they come. These questions.
We'll see what's up.
This is from Movie Geek who says, "Fuck this thought, please." Well, since you asked so nicely, I'll answer it. Maybe I haven't read the question yet. If you and co-host could write some words of dialogue for any character in any film, what character would it be, and what would they say? I would write it for co-host, and he'd say, "Fuck you, Movie Geek, for asking that broad ass question." No, I don't know, man.
I don't know either. I don't know.
Jesus, I mean,
no goddamn scriptwriter. I ain't gonna try to pretend to be one either.
I mean, let me put it this way: I've seen so many movies where I would love to rewrite the dialogue because I thought the dialogue was just so bland. I can't just pick just one. I mean, I've seen plenty of movies where that's happened.
I always think about situations characters get into, or at least I can picture how either an action sequence will go, or how people get from like. I think of more of situations, and I'd hire somebody to do the dialogue. It's like, look, I want this person to get to this point, write some dialogue along the way. I if I were to look at something like, I love how Terminator is done to where you get enough information and you get all that information while things are happening, while they're being chased by the Terminator. Kyle Reese is giving Sarah Connor all the information she needs to know what exactly is going on. I love that type of dialogue.
Okay,
and stuff like The Dark Knight, which is perfect. Which I could not even attempt to write something as awesome as that.
Okay, look, I hate to do this, but really, I've actually had this thought in my head about dialogue for one particular movie, and it's not a cop out here, people. I'm going to do it because I've thought about this so much. The first Star Wars movie. I mean, not the first, but the first movie in the prequels, number 1, Episode 1,
Phantom
Menace. If I could rewrite the dialogue for that, I would. I mean,
you'd rewrite the dialogue.
I would rewrite because there's so many. I mean,
I burned that script.
And start over. I mean, there's so many places where the dialogue. First of all, the movie would need to be rewritten complete with dialogue. But there's so many ways that dialogue could just. I don't know. Humanize these characters more. Give background on these characters, give insight on what these characters are like and what they're like and what these motivations are. For example, if I had a piece of dialogue to change, I'd take out fucking midichlorians and yippee for Anakin Skywalker and all that, and I would have a dialogue between like Obi-Wan Kenobi and in who was Liam Neeson's character in the movie?
Oh, Qui-Gon Jinn.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'd have a Qui-Gon Jinn in that movie. Maybe that type of character. Whoever was
Qui-Gon Jinn should have been Obi-Wan. Honestly.
Whoever was Obi-Wan's mentor or superior was, I would have that superior tell Obi-Wan about Anakin Skywalker. I would have him say, listen, this kid, he's an angry little boy.
He's reckless.
He's an angry child. Yeah, he's an angry child. I'm now thinking he's reckless. No, I would have his mentor tell him, this kid, he's an angry child. Mm-hmm. He cannot be trained. He's wild, and it can only lead to bad things if we try to train him.
Right. He's too old to begin to train.
I would just say this kid is he has no control over his emotions.
Right.
And then I would change that character of Anakin Skywalker to be not going around talking about yippee, anything like that.
Right.
I would have him actually be like a tormented little kid. Mm-hmm. I would have his dialogue change from like, yay, to things like, my mother's a slave. I have no future here. Mm-hmm. There's nothing for me. Right. And people look at me like I'm not even human.
That's cool. Yeah. No, a tormented kid who Obi-Wan would see potential in. And would fight the Jedi Council into saying, there's something special about this kid, and he's been through hell, and I'm going to do my best to help to guide him.
That dialogue that he would give to Obi-Wan Kenobi would be the thing that would open up Obi-Wan Kenobi's heart to actually fall for this kid and say, I'm fighting for this kid. He would tell he would open up his heart to him, and he would say, there's nothing for me here. My life means nothing to anyone. I'm a slave. My mother is a slave. Yeah. My future's sealed. And Obi-Wan would be like, you're a talented kid, though. He's like, yeah, but for who, though? Not for myself. Right. I'm being forced to and it's like, and it's like that kind of dialogue where Obi-Wan would be like, just quietly, not even in dialogue, would just look at this kid and feel bad. And he would go back and tell like his superior, which could be Qui-Gon Jinn or whatever. He's like, listen, you might not believe in this kid, but I do. And nobody else. He
could tell Yoda that, and Yoda would start, because Qui-Gon is so determined and believes that there's something special. Yoda would even go, well, I see some problems with this kid. I see things turn for the worse, but you're opening up my eyes to something I never thought of before, as far as changing someone.
And the Qui-Gon Jinn character, whoever it is, would be like, you heed my warning. Yeah. He's like, I'm not going to say that he's going to. Yeah,
that would be Mace.
No, I think it would be Qui-Gon Jinn. He's killing the movie. He'd be like, "Hey, look, heed my warning here." Mm-hmm. He's like, "I see bad things here.
Right.
If obviously I can't talk you out of it, and I've been overruled, but there are very bad things to come."
Right. See where, that would be cool. But the only thing is, I would take out Qui-Gon Jinn's character completely.
Well, somebody needs to be.
Mace Windu. That could be Mace Windu. It could easily be Mace Windu.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in part 2. After Qui-Gon died, Mace Windu was kind of like, he was like, hey, look, Obi-Wan, I'm telling you, this kid is trouble, which he was. But the thing is, that's great.
I think you need to have a character who's died though and left has left haunting words on this
C-3PO.
Shit, fuck that. Jesus Christ. Anyway, you get what I'm saying.
No, man. I love that idea because I always thought in that prequel, Obi-Wan should have tried to be the father to Anakin that Anakin never had, but along the way, at some point, he failed. And this failing has really made him, I don't know, almost like a sad character. You feel sorry for him. You feel sorry because there's a point where he had to kill or defeat Anakin Skywalker, and it's really left a big hole in him.
Yeah,
that he's been trying to fill, and you could say and when he introduced himself to Luke, it was like his way of repenting all the things that he did wrong with Anakin.
Yeah.
So I wish that was there. Yeah, that's a good idea.
And I mean, like I say, Star Wars is one of those movies where everybody wants to remake it and see it done again. It was just, but I had bits of dialogue over in my head, so there you go. Here's a question that you sent me.
Okay.
This is from Patrick, who says, "Hey guys, with the Terminator series being sold for $29.5 million, do you think the series may be on its last legs? I don't know much about the selling of properties, but that seems like a very small amount for a series such as Terminator." And that does seem like a small amount.
Yeah.
And I know that the Terminator Salvation was considered a bit of a financial disappointment. Yeah, it was. Yeah. And that is a movie that, if you look at the review, I gave it full price. And it was one of those films that I came back and said, you know something, I was excited to see another Terminator movie. And I probably was a little too gracious with that film. Because I see all the problems in it right now.
Right. And, I see the problems too, but I still enjoy it.
But you know what? No. Yeah. That movie's still fun and still enjoyable, and it's even cool on DVD. I'm sorry, Blu-ray. On Blu-ray, yeah. It's a great Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm. No, it is. It is.
No, I'm not one of those people who hates the film. I'm not one of those people who I'm backtracking just a little bit because I do. I mean, almost after we did the review, I thought about it. And I was like, you know something, I was just excited. I got to be honest.
No,
with
it happens, dude. I had the same problem with quarantine, but that's me. I'm not going to get into that, but I've said it a billion times, but no, I just thought, when I saw it, I was like, yeah, that was interesting. But the thing is, looking at the original, that original had more heart than I think the remake did. Yeah. But that was just me.
But as far as Terminator question goes, I don't think that it's seen its last legs. I think that they'll try something different with it because, I mean, it's a property that's still popular. Yeah. I mean, Salvation didn't kill the series.
No.
I mean, it wasn't bad enough to where people came out and said it was terrible. I mean, I don't think the consensus on it that it's terrible. I think the consensus on it is that it's disappointing.
Yeah, it's just the story-wise, it just didn't do anything all that exciting, It did kind of mimic the 1 and 2 as far as just like the ending. Yeah, it's like a lead character fighting the Terminator. I mean, we've seen that time and time again, and it really didn't do anything to move the story forward as far as what Terminator was about.
Well, I think where they dropped the ball is with the character of John Connor. Yeah. I mean, there was a lot of things that they dropped the ball on. First of all, they revealed too much by showing that Sam Worthington was a cyborg in the movie. They showed it in the trailer.
Yeah. They showed I just thought Sam Worthington, if you were to take him out, I honestly didn't think there was much of a use for him besides to get John Connor introduced to Kyle Reese. I mean, so
yeah, and that's the thing, man. It was like
it didn't really do anything.
It was just the movie was disappointing too because John Connor was not the character that we wanted to see.
No,
I mean, first of all, it was Christian Bale, and everybody was excited because
I was fucking excited. Bale. I was like, yeah, but it's like they really gave him nothing to do.
No.
I mean, I thought the only time the movie was interesting was when John Connor went after Kyle Reese, and that whole last part of that film could have been a lot more exciting if he would have brought an army with him and did something like exciting, like have some kind of battle scene like on the front lines in front of Skynet. I mean, something really cool could happen during that scene, but it just turned into one guy doing a rescue mission.
Yeah,
it wasn't all that interesting.
Yeah.
But fun.
No. Yeah. And it was fun.
Arnold, seeing Arnold was badass, but
Let's see. We got a question from Phil who says, "Fuck this thought hard and ass." Mm-hmm. And it says, and you say, yeah, sure. Something how calm you are about it. Yeah, I agree. Concur. What are some characters in movies that you wished had more screen time? Mine would be the Shadow Man from Princess and the Frog. That was a great character, and he left you wanting more. Did you ever see the Princess and the Frog?
No.
Keith David. You know Keith David.
Oh, yeah.
The big old black dude.
Yes. He was in They Live. Yeah.
They Live. Yeah, everybody's saying he was Little John.
Put on the glasses, motherfucker.
Yeah. That's right. He had that big fight scene in They Live. That
kick-ass
fucking
fight scene.
50-minute fight scene. The guy does tons of cartoon voices.
Spawn.
Yeah, he was the cat in Coraline. He does commercials. He was the voice of the Gargoyle in Gargoyles, the lead Gargoyle. Right. He was Little John and what do you call it? A Requiem for a Dream. Yeah. The guy's been in a ton of movies. All right, so but I saw a movie recently, The Wolfman, and the character that's the best character in the movie is Hugo Weaving as an inspector from Scotland Yard. I mean, it's the same guy who was in hell, who was trapped, who was trying to track down the Jack the Ripper, and his character seems to have the most development. His character seems to have the most presence, and since the movie is kind of, I'm going to give a little bit of a early dose of our review here. because the characters seem underdeveloped, a lot of the characters in the movie, Hugo Weaving has such character and personality. You just like the guy that you want to see him more.
Really?
Yeah. Besides the Wolfman himself. You know?
I can say Brad Pitt's character in Inglourious Basterds. I wanted more of him.
That is a perfect answer right there, because you want to see the bastards themselves more.
Yeah.
That was a complaint of mine.
And his character was so fucking great. You're like, wow, everything, he's chewing up scenery whenever he's in the shot. And why couldn't the whole movie been him?
Yeah. No, I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. That was one of our complaints from the movie, is that we want to see the bastards more, and especially Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, yeah, he was awesome. Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Urgent question on Let's Do This. Take this thought's virginity with no KY.
Oh.
Hey, Corey, I am a freshman in high school. I need your help. I am trying to get a girl with a boyfriend. Are you trying to hook her up with a boyfriend already? Are you trying to get the boyfriend?
Wait a minute, huh?
Trying to get the boyfriend in the deal? You know what is this?
Yeah,
what kind of freaky guy are you? No shit. I guess what he means is he's trying to get this girl who has a boyfriend.
He's trying to steal a girl.
Yeah, the way you make it sound like you're trying to get a weird threesome going on. Well, I guess it's not weird, It's all different kind of combinations out there.
Of course, but
I figured that you would best the best I ask. That's what he says. The best I ask. We have a lot in common, and I recently moved from Brooklyn to Georgia. We are both from Brooklyn and like the same things. Thanks. Love the show. It helped me with my move, as well as with the death of my grandmother.
He said, okay. That sucks.
And he says, P.S. Space Jam was my very first VHS tape.
You guys have so much in common.
I know.
You both watched, you're both the only two to ever watch Space Jam.
I know. Hey, him and I should date.
Yeah. You're both from Brooklyn.
So listen, man.
I assume you both have the same hairstyle.
I don't know. I don't see a picture of this guy. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what, man, look. If the girl has a boyfriend, I would say this. If she's happy with her boyfriend, the guy is cool. He's kind of being an asshole if you're trying to steal her from a boyfriend.
Leave it alone, because there's a good chance you can get a nice ass whooping or something like that.
Yeah, it's not cool to try and steal some girl's boyfriend. I mean, just to go out and intentionally steal the guy. Steal the girl from the guy. But if she's not happy with the guy and she's dropped hints, then you're halfway there. I mean, a lot of girls will do that. They'll tell you, I'm not happy with this guy, and they're ready to move on, and you're the next on the roster. So if she's dropping hints that this guy is not what she wants, or if she's not into it, or maybe they have some breakup, and I'm sure if you're a freshman in high school, relationships are fleeting.
Yeah, exactly. If she's interested, she's going to be the first one to make the move. I guarantee you that.
Now, what you need to do is you need to be cool. All right, you need
to act like you don't give a shit.
Exactly.
Right?
Be her. You got to be careful. You need to put your charm on, but you got to be careful not to be her friend, because when she breaks up, you don't want to be the guy going out and shopping with her.
Yeah, when she goes, you know what he did today? That's when you go, you know what? I got to go take a piss.
You drop some hints, be cool, be sexy, and just drop some hints that you kind of into her. Treat her nice.
Listen to her for a couple of times.
Yeah.
But when she starts going, oh God, you never been, and then that's when you gotta walk. Just walk away.
You gotta be careful.
You become Oprah,
because you'll be having a slumber party, painting each other's nails,
and make sure you're not already in that situation. If you're listening to this right now and you're thinking, oh God, I've already done that, then you probably already fucked up. So,
yeah.
And believe me, when you try to if it ends up trying to make that move, she's gonna go, what the fuck are you doing, dude? You're like my friend and shit. Sure, I got problems.
You're like my brother.
He has like a bigger dick than you do. Get the fuck away from me, you pervert.
This kid's a freshman. Now, contrary to what we say on this show, we do not encourage.
No, we do not. No, that actually, you know what? I tell you what, in situations like him, if he even ends up taking this fucking girl and she ends up going for him, don't think you're anything special, dude. Believe me, you are not. You are the last thing from special, okay? Because if she so easily leaves a fucking guy who she's been with to jump with your ass, she's gonna do it again, all right? Because there's gonna be a point where when you fuck up, you're not giving her exactly what she wants. Yeah, right now, all I can hear through this letter is that through this email is you want to get laid. And I understand that.
I don't think that's what it is.
No, that's what it is, Corey. Don't try to. Hey,
man, this kid is 15.
I might as well be talking to you right now, Corey Coleman. I might as well be talking to you right now.
This kid is a freshman in high school.
Listen up. Listen to reason. No,
I'm gonna tell you.
If any fucking chick leaves her boyfriend in a heartbeat, there's a good chance she's going to do the same shit to you. Don't ever think you're special, motherfucker, because you're not. You're not special. And when she leaves your ass, you're going to be crying like a goddamn bitch. And you're going to be at home crying, watching Oprah, and that's the end of that story, all right? So you better watch out what you ask for, motherfucker. Think.
Jesus Christ, the kid is 15.
Fuck that kid and is 15 years old. 15 don't mean shit to me. I'm 4 years old. I'm a robot. I know better. I'm telling this kid. I'm preparing this kid for Armageddon. Hey, you handle your 16-year-old fucking him daddy, and I'll handle this kid, all right?
Let me try to come in and talk some sense to this boy before you lead him wrong. Oh my God. This motherfucker's like drunk.
Hey, here's some sense. Mind your own damn business. All right? Hey, there's plenty of more chicks out there, dude. Go fuck with somebody else who doesn't have a boyfriend.
Why you gotta go for the one girl with a boyfriend? Jesus Christ. No, man, look. I'm not encouraging you to have sex. You're 15. Chances are if you do get with this girl, look, that relationship's probably gonna go out the window too because you're so young. I mean, you guys gonna date around unless you're one of those freaky couples that get married when you're 21, get divorced at 23.
Yeah.
But no, look, really, like I said, don't fuck with this girl if she's got a boyfriend. I mean, be a friend or whatnot. If her relationship is strong with this guy, leave them alone. Let them be happy. All right. Mm-hmm. If she's dropping hints, she wants to leave this guy. Then it sounds like you might be in, unless she's like telling you about some other guy that she's interested in. At that point, you need to just act like get your pride together,
right,
and give it a little bit of the cold shoulder and walk out of there. Because all you're going to do is see her with this guy, and she's going to be telling you about all the good things that they do, and you're going to be hurt. You're going to be the one sitting back there crying and shit.
He made me so good. Oh, yeah. That's great.
Yeah. But for the meantime, don't talk shit about the boyfriend.
Nope.
Don't make this boyfriend out to be like some bad guy. What you do is you just keep your charm and your game on and your personality and your sexiness on, and just keep pulling it that way, and just and let her enjoy your company. Flirt a little bit, but don't come strong. Yeah. And then wait for the day when she drops that ball where she says, "Hey, you know what? I'm done with this guy," and then you might just make yourself available to her.
Right.
All right. Let's see. We got.
Don't get pissed off when that shit happens to you though.
Yeah, when some dude's trying to take your fucking girlfriend,
exactly,
and it's you, motherfucker,
crying on your big pillow.
Yeah.
I can't believe that happened to me.
He was so charming.
Yeah, you.
Fuck you. Hey, bitch, you did it too. You think it was gonna happen? God damn you. Uh-oh. All right. Got a question from Kick Ass.
Uh-oh.
Kick Ass. Oh, this is kind of a long ass question. God damn, we tell you people about these fucking long ass questions.
It's like 5 a.m.
All right. Let me see.
Are you skimming through that?
I am. I'm trying to get through this shit. I'm trying to see what it is.
Trying to find the meat and the potatoes.
Because the header of this email caught me. It said black guy, white girl in a movie, not a question. Oh, it's not a question, so fucking never mind. All right. I don't know what else I can do. All right, let's see.
Another guy who relates to you. I'm a black guy looking for a white woman.
Now, see, that is the misconception here. I am not looking for a white woman.
Well, not you, him.
Maybe him, maybe. I don't know. I didn't read the email. Hey, this is from this really sweet girl from Australia, man, named Caitlin. Mm-hmm. And we're going to go ahead and fuck her thoughts because she's so sweet. I think maybe we read an email from her before, but anyway.
We may have, yeah.
Okay. Hey, boys. That's what she says.
Hello, boys. Hello, boys. You Samson? Hello, boys. Cuban B.
I thought this would be an appropriate place to ask this question. I was wondering, since you boys are big womanizers, who said we're fucking big womanizers?
Come on. There's no. Why you gotta nitpick? Call us names.
Yeah, let's see. It says
because we like women, we're womanizers?
Yeah, we're womanizers. Come on. I make love to one sweet woman at a time.
I respect the women.
Yeah, I'll kick out in the morning and move on to the next thing.
I respect, as long as they ain't got no goddamn toe thumbs, I'm good to go.
Toe jam.
Yeah.
Jam. Toe
You ain't
jam.
Double D, you ain't got no business with me.
Okay, let's see. Got to have a double D if you want to hang with me.
That's right.
Let's see. Okay, it says, I was wondering, since you big boys are womanizers, that is not true.
terrible.
It says,
It's a
I want to know,
misconception.
if you can make a pornographic film with anyone in the world, who would you choose? A little bit sexual, but amuse me. Let me see. Let me go to Caitlin's page right here, and Caitlin is absolutely legal, so I would do it with you, Caitlin.
Wait a minute. She's 12.
No, she's good. She's good.
Let me see.
She's
I can't see.
I think she might
All
be.
I see is a
I think she's 22.
breakfast at Denny's. I don't know.
I'd have sex with that breakfast.
I don't know. Anyone?
I'd make a pornographic film with that waffle.
Any girl taking pictures of their food. I don't know.
Not to mention, she's like in a Sailor Moon outfit. But,
what? Let me see. Oh, okay.
She's 22. Caitlin, I'd make a pornographic film
There you
with you.
go, Caitlin.
I love that outfit you're
While
wearing.
you're doing that, who would I do?
Who would you do?
I'd do every goddamn celebrity female out there. That's what I'd do.
Yeah, why not?
Just to say that I did it.
Why
Yeah.
not limit yourself to one?
So whenever Corey goes, oh, there's a new movie with Jessica Alba, I did her.
Yeah.
There's a new movie with Jennifer Connelly, I did her. There's a new movie with Barbara Streisand, I did it too.
Yeah.
I did them all.
Hey. What about Kathy Did her?
Did her.
Kathy Bates. Did her. Oprah. Did her.
Lady Gaga.
Did her?
No, I tried. No.
You did it.
I was scared. I didn't know what to expect down there. I hear rumors about her. I don't want to find out. I don't want to open up any presents.
What about the chick from Sex and the City?
Which one? Okay. Work with me, Corey.
The one that's
You know what?
married to Matthew Broderick.
Oh, her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
You
say
did?
I did
I
her.
would.
Yeah. Her, and I'd especially do the chick from Sex and the City. What's her name? She was in Porky's. Remember Porky's?
Yeah.
She was the
Oh,
girl
man,
who was
yeah,
like the
she's-
Lassie chick. I think
everyone-
they called her Lassie. She was howling when that coach was having sex with her in the locker room. Oh fuck.
How would I not know? Because I used to watch Sex and the City.
Yeah.
I don't
Is her
know
name
how-
like Kate something or?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, Kim Cattrall.
Kim Cattrall. Yes.
I would have
She's
done
the
that.
older, like,
yeah,
sexy-
she's the older, but I would have
nipple
done
on the
her
show.
only because she was in Porky's, and when she was in Porky's, I fucking fell in love with that chick. Oh, yeah, oh my
all that
god,
laughing.
she was so fucking hot, man. When she the guy ripped off her panties and all, she was like she looked like she was in like a cheerleader outfit, and all you saw was her bare ass with that skirt. Oh my god,
I know.
woo woo woo,
Wowie.
wowie wowsy.
Uh-oh, here's a question from Doldy.
Oh.
Doldy. Question for LTD. Please, kaploogie all over my thoughts. What do you... Okay, let's see. It says, I have listed a few questions, and hopefully you guys can find a golden turd in this pile of bullshit. Let's see. What do you guys like more, the Magical Negro movie or White Person Family Saving Someone movie? The Magical Negro movie, I think.
Yeah, I'd have to go with that too.
The Magical Negro is where the black guy comes out and gives helpful advice to the hapless white person.
Usually played by Morgan Freeman or Will Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith. Yeah, I like those. At least they're smart. You know, they're not some like perceived dumb guy being helped by a white family. At least they got some good advice.
At least you know that brother ain't gonna get killed in the first 10 minutes.
There you go. Hey, would Samuel Jackson be considered a magical mystical Negro?
No.
As Nick Fury in
As
Iron
Nick
Man?
Fury? I don't know. I'd have to see.
You ain't the only superhero in the world.
He seemed like he was pissed off and jealous. He's like, motherfucker, you ain't the only superhero running
In the
around.
world, motherfucker.
You bitch.
Okay, when will Coast ever get a rating card? You don't have a rating card in the
you
reviews.
son of a bitch.
You'll get one. You'll get one.
Yeah.
It's not because we don't want to give him one. It's because when you weren't involved in the reviews as much.
Corey's he's putting as much work as that guy working on
my walls.
That shit will come in 2015.
But it's gonna come as long as it gets here. It's a long time.
That's
but
right.
I'm gonna get there.
I'm a robot. I got plenty of years ahead of me.
I'm climbing to the morning sun. Let's see. What is your alcoholic beverage of choice? Just overall beer. would be my first choice. But yeah, beer. I would say you know, if nothing else, if you want to know what my favorite beer is, I love a good Hefeweizen.
Hefeweizen, yeah.
Hefeweizen.
You know, I've been a big.
and a Belgian ale, because Belgian ales, I love it. Oh, let me say this: beer, preferably a Belgian ale or Hefeweizen, but whiskey. I love whiskey. I love just taking a shot of whiskey when I first step into the bar and getting myself to that next level.
That's right, crazy level. For me, for a while, I was really into Hefeweizens. As far as beer is concerned, now I'm only into Lone Star because it's good and cheap. But as far as a real drink, I'm a big vodka person. Yeah, Monopoloa is my vodka choice right now. Vodka tonics, I'm down with that. But just recently, the other day, Jason from Leog, Jason Murphy, turned me on to Scotch. And I tell you what, the first time I ever had Scotch, I think we were all hanging out. Mm-hmm. We were at the Elephant Room.
Yeah.
And somebody got me like an expensive glass of Scotch. And I thought it was a shot. So you're supposed to sip that shit, man. I fucking chugged that shit. And I was like, yeah, it's like I drank gasoline. I was like, whoa,
flames got in your mouth.
Yeah, it sounded like Curly. But
how old was the Scotch?
Scotch, I have no idea. I didn't even ask, but I was just like,
Scotch is good.
Try some of that Scotch.
Yeah, I like I've had a 25-year-old Scotch one time, because I'm not a big Scotch person, but I had a 25-year-old Scotch once. I even had a 15-year-old Scotch once, and that was good. Was it good? The more it ages, I'm not a Scotch expert, but I think the more it ages, the smoother it gets, and you can sip it a little bit better.
Really? So, but whatever he was serving me, I wish I would have asked him, but it was fucking good. And
nice.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a Scotch robot now. So.
My man James over in Utah, who I stayed with for Sundance, got me a really good whiskey. James, tell me what that whiskey is again, because I forgot, but it was good. They even have a restaurant named after this whiskey, and that's the restaurant we got kicked out of.
Really? Yeah, my favorite whiskey is still Maker's Mark. Actually, this past weekend,
Maker's Mark is a favorite of mine too. I love
killed a bottle at this weekend.
Oh man, Maker's Mark got me so fucked one time. I love it. I love it though. I love taking a shot of it.
A wild woman introduced me to that.
Also, Crown Royal I like a lot.
You know what? Yeah, Crown Royal. Shockingly, whenever I do get it, man, mix that shit with some Coke. I'm a big Crown Royal.
I like
Coke
shooting
guy.
that shit.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
good. Yeah,
you need to sip it, but I love shooting Crown Royal.
I've actually shot it a couple times, but yeah, with Crown Royal and Coke, it's good.
It's good. Yeah. And everybody knows I love the creamy Baileys. Love Baileys. I love Baileys. I love Baileys.
Like that
chocolatey, creamy taste. Creamy.
Beige.
Creamy beige. Here's a picture of Bailey's.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Just the pictures without getting your eyes wet.
They don't show the Mighty Boosh on.
Oh, they don't. Well, the
anymore.
thing is, like, there's only like
5 of them or something.
There's only 3 seasons. Like each season only had about like 8 episodes, probably. Yeah. So, oh well.
All right, let's see what we have here. The next question is, and I think this is directed towards me, why do you wear that same black shirt in all your videos? Because the Einstein thing, I need to concentrate on reviewing movies and not what I'm going to wear.
That's right.
Yeah, come on. Einstein had a closet full of the same suit because he didn't want to think about what he was going to wear the next day to interfere with his thoughts about, important things like, E equals MC squared.
And he never memorized his telephone number, I believe. Or the room he stayed in.
Yeah, he was coming up with all kind of theories and equations. And
he didn't have time for all that other bullshit.
Yeah, that's the same here. I'm thinking about my job.
I think he also wears the same underwear every day, just like Corey. Yeah. You can smell that shit.
Yeah, it's delicious. Yeah. If you could bring any person or thing onto the LDT show, who or what would it be?
What?
If you could bring any person or thing.
Or thing?
Yeah.
Shit.
thing. What thing we bring on here? We bring all kind of things on here.
You got a talking goat.
Yeah, there you go. What the fuck?
Well, he don't talk much, but he plays guitar.
A breakdancing marmoset. How about that? That's the thing I'll bring on here next.
A cross-dressing platypus.
A man in a gorilla suit. Even though you can't see it.
That unicorn dancing.
That unicorn
goodbye horses. Yeah.
Well, that's a good question. What celebrity would we like to bring on here?
Celebrity?
Yeah. Who would we like to bring on?
Wesley Willis, if he was still alive. Who else?
Oh, yeah, it had to be somebody good, man.
Somebody good.
Yeah.
I'd love to have I'd love to sit down. Well, shit. Who would be fun, man? God damn.
Yeah, who would be fun to bring on the show? Patrick Warburton, I've always said would be fun.
Yeah, I don't know too much about his work though. Shockingly.
That's the guy that does.
Well, I know. Yeah,
you know who that is.
Yeah, I just haven't seen a lot like his Seinfeld stuff. I haven't seen too many Seinfeld episodes, but who else would be good? Oh, you know what? Sam Raimi. Okay, Sam Raimi would be fun, and I only say that because every time I see an interview with that guy, he seems like he has the best time. And on top of that, he is a gigantic Three Stooges fan.
Oh well, then by all means,
that's perfect.
That's it. Yeah, if we can talk Three Stooges, then I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because we talk some Three Stooges up here like this, like a motherfucker.
No shit.
All right, let's see. Oh, Patrick, we already answered that. How about this? How about a question?
Oh, you know who we should interview?
Who?
The guy working on the living room. we can bombard him.
No, let's not interview him because he needs to be painting instead of fucking talking.
I'll interview him.
You're fine. You fucking
Come on, tell me,
interview
what are you really doing?
But make sure he's still painting while you interview.
That'd be the one time he is.
Yeah, no, let me interview that guy. Like, how come my fucking walls aren't done yet?
Exactly.
Answer that shit. It's apparently it's the only time I get a straight answer from you. You fucking asshole. Paint my shit. No, don't stop painting while you answer.
Yeah.
Keep painting. Okay, this is from Akbar Kurshid. Akbar Kurshid. Okay. LDT fuck your thoughts question. Brought to you by Akbar. This is an important thought for you fellas to fuck.
All right.
It sounds so bad. Okay, if it's that important to you. From north of your border, by the way, that's Canada. You fucking ass on no geography. Especially for co-host and of course, Corey. What is your favorite Bruce Campbell cameo, guys? And before you get pissed off, I want to know what your thoughts are on those cameos as a concept. I.e. Raimi getting Campbell work. Our fans are okay, whatever. P.S. It's a trap.
Huh. I have an answer for that. My favorite.
Go ahead.
Bruce Campbell cameo will always be Crime Wave.
I remember that. I knew you were going to say that.
Where he played like the ultimate prick, taking out this girl, showing her a good time, but making her pay for everything.
And Crime Wave was a Sam Raimi
movie.
It
was a Sam Raimi film. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like
I believe that was filmed after Evil Dead 2. Yeah. And he wanted Bruce Campbell to be the lead. And unfortunately, the studio didn't want him to be the lead, and it never happened. But he had a fucking perfect cameo, though, where he was just this prick, and he's like, "We'll get a cab, and you'll pay for that." You just have. I don't even think that movie is out on DVD at all.
I haven't looked for it, but I know for a while it was not available,
right.
And it always used to show on HBO though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it used to show on HBO all the time, and it had the guy who played Bluto from Popeye.
He talked like this. Yeah, that guy.
Was that the same dude?
Arthur. He was the same guy in Popeye.
In Popeye, the Alan, what was his name?
I can't think of it. I know.
There was the same director that did like The Player. Mm-hmm. I can't believe I forgot this guy's name. I think one of his last movies was Lake Wobegon.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a great movie. I hope someday it comes out on DVD. Even though I know Sam Raimi, that was like the first taste of he had a bad taste in his mouth after working with the studio on that film because they just fucked everything over for him. But it's still an enjoyable film. I mean, it's very cartoonish, but that's what I loved about it.
Yeah, no, it is cartoonish, and that's what's great about it. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. This is from Maydrox.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck your thoughts. I hope I've come to the right place for good thought fucking. Yes, you have, sir. And this is about Toy Story 3. With the release of the movie drawing near, the hype for this movie has gone seldom places but up. Although I have the utmost faith in Pixar to deliver, I can't help but think there may have been a chance for that Toy Story 3 won't live up to our expectations. What do you and the co-host 3000 think would, as far as the plot goes, satisfy fans and keep the series as great as we remember it? As long, and this is where I have faith in Pixar, as long as they're just not making a sequel for a sequel's sake.
Right. As
long as they have faith in that story, which they did in Toy Story 2, because Toy Story 2 is one of the best sequels ever made, I think. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I don't know. I think Toy Story 3 is going to be huge.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you're not perceiving because I don't know what you're looking for as far as hype, but I think that the movie, just for the title alone and Pixar's name on it, is going to bring in huge money in a lot of audiences. But yeah, I have faith that Pixar made this because they didn't let Disney bully them into making a sequel, and they felt like they had a story that really inspired them to make a sequel.
Yeah, after all this time of not having a sequel, I can only assume they've been really thinking about this for a really long time, and they finally had something down where they thought, okay, this is worthy enough to be a Toy Story movie.
They said that they have a policy of not making movies unless they feel like the story is strong enough. Now, whether we agree that all the movies are winners, that's it all depends. That depends on our sensibilities. But
right.
I know that Pixar will not proceed with the story unless they feel like it's a strong story, and that's one of the reasons why they are successful as they are. And with John Lasseter now helming the studio, I don't think that he would allow something like Toy Story 3 to be made unless it was something that he was satisfied with.
Right. So, and now, as far as the movie itself, I have no fucking idea where they're going to take that story. Only because I thought after watching Toy Story, I was surprised that Toy Story 2 was such a good film, especially after the first one. Because I'm like, okay, where are you going to go after this? And and they took me to a place where I'm like, okay, that was some goddamn good storytelling. Now with this third one, I have no clue. I don't know, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Want to ask him one more question?
Yeah, let's answer one more. It's only what time is it?
It's
like
5 o'clock.
5 in the morning. Yeah, we're fine, man.
Okay.
About to open up some Cocoa Roos in a little while with chocolatey beer. Set, good to go.
Let's see. We'll try to get one more in here. John. That's a simple name right there.
Johnny.
He doesn't even have an H. Okay, we're not going to answer that question because I don't think any of us have seen this show.
Okay. What show is he talking about?
Spartacus, the one on Star.
Oh, yeah. Somebody sent me an email telling me I need to fucking watch that show because apparently it's just fucking badass. It has nudity and kick-ass fight scenes.
He said it was kind of silly, but
what?
I love Stanley Kubrick's Spartacus, so I don't know how it responded to this show. But anyway,
yeah. Well, who knows? If I see it, I'll let you know.
Yes, but we haven't seen it yet, so sorry. This is from Dominica. It says, "Hey, Corey and co-host, if you were forced to choose between the electric chair and fucking a particularly horrible actress, which actor would you choose the What actress would make you choose the electric chair? As a female, my choice would be Nicolas Cage, with the explanation being his melting face and the thought of his hair is so horrible on his head that I would choose the electric chair. Okay. What actress would? I don't want to answer that because I don't want to be cruel. I can't. Let me just tell you something. If I was forced to sit in the electric chair or have sex with an actress, I would probably have sex with that actrris.
No, I'd have sex with anything that lets me. Yeah,
exactly.
I'm not picky.
Yeah, first of all, I'm not very choosy. Maybe a little bit, but when forced with death, no, I'm not very choosy.
I have no desire to shit myself. Open. Yeah, because that's the thing. When you get electrocuted in an electric chair, you're gonna shit yourself, and I ain't got no time. No, that's just. I don't need that shit.
No, fucking literally million volts going through my body. Shit, let me see. I'll fuck Barbara Bush.
I'll fuck Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, yeah. Shit, anything. Shit, I'll fuck George Bush if you tell him I'm gonna get the electric chair. Shit, I mean, hey, what am I gonna do? I'm fucking faced with a horrible death. What do you think I'm gonna do? Shit,
I'll bang Leonardo DiCaprio. You put a nice, pretty wig on him.
Yeah. Well, that's not too hard. You put a wig on him. You know, he looks like a chick anyway. But all right, man. That's it.
That's it. That's it.
Let's get the fuck out
Oh
of here.
my God. I know. No shit.
Jesus Christ.
Boy, ready to start the day.
Yeah, the day's already here.
I know.
Sunshine coming through.
Woo. Hey, it was worth it, Corey. It was worth it.
It was worth it, though. We had a good time.
God damn. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we got fucked up on this chocolate beer over here.
I'm going to go.
I remember like about a day ago when we were talking about that beer, we started this podcast. Like, oh, this ain't nothing. It tastes like chocolate.
Drinking all this chocolate beer and making that fucking toe thumb look really nice right now. I think I'm gonna have some private time with that toe thumb, Corey. Don't mind leaving the room right now.
Okay.
Be sure to turn that shit off.
I'll let you and that thumb go at it right there.
I will, my friend.
You two have a good evening. Good night, everybody.
See you later, you bastard.
Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper!